So this is Baldur's Gate. You've got the upper city where the nobles live and the lower city where the peasants live. And the two main authoritative figures in Baldur's Gate are the Watch that patrol the upper city and the Flaming Fist that patrol the lower city. The Watch are pretty your standard sort of police force in Baldur's Gate, but the Flaming Fist are actually a mercenary company hired by the patriarchs, hired by the nobles to keep the city safe. If you could say that, although they sort of they're kind of a bit they're Flaming Fist. They will take whatever they see fit to help aid them, including people's coin purses, and they don't like to be opposed. They're pretty ruthless. Anyway, there's been a lot of trouble in Baldur's Gate lately because Baldur's Gate's sister city, Elturel, which was once protected by the golden light of the Companion, which is like an orb of radiant energy hovering above the city, protecting it from undead. Elturel, it has completely vanished. It's nothing but a crater in the ground. And this has caused a flood of refugees from the surrounding environment of Elturel to head towards Baldur's Gate. Here is a map of Baldur's Gate, actually. And there's lore there as well, but you can see Elturel is up the river Chianthar, east of Baldur's Gate. So not only have people, have Elturelian refugees tried to escape, the devastation of the area of Elturel and into Baldur's Gate, people of Baldur's Gate have actually feared that the same thing's going to happen to this city. So people inside Baldur's Gate want to leave because they think the Baldur's Gate's going to just disappear as well, and they're all going to be dragged away with it. And then so people want to get out and people want to get in. And the Flaming Fist have completely cordoned off the city. Baldur's Gate is surrounded by walls, and there are several gates that give access to the walls of Baldur's Gate, and they've all been closed. And they've also risen the anchor chain that prevents sailing vessels, large vessels, from going in and out. So even merchant trade has stopped. In Baldur's Gate, it commonly trades with Chult, the peninsula of Chult. Ships go back and forth, quite common. So while there is this refugee crisis, the Flaming Fists have been stretched, and this has given rise to evil cultists of the Dead Three, which have long plagued the city. And the cultists have been murdering people on the streets, kidnapping people for extortion, for personal gain, just to revel in blood. And the party have been hired by the Flaming Fist to put a stop to the cultists. They learned that the cultists have been funded by this patriarch family called the Vanthampurs. The party have destroyed the cultist base, killed most of the leaders, and now have just headed to the Vanthampur villa to put a stop to the funding of the cult so they don't rise up again, and question Lady Vanthampur, Duke Thalamra Vanthampur, to see if these allegations are true. And also, as you've started exploring the villa, you've completely explored it, you've started to see that the Vanthampurs seem to be worshipping devils. And you saw like a statue of the fallen angel Zariel. And the Vanthampur family are starting to look a lot more sinister than you guys first thought. Okay, so we ended the session with you guys exploring under the villa, finding a heap of cultists wearing gold devil masks. You fought a devil, and you've just been making your way through this dungeon, trying to find the Duke. We ended the session with you guys fighting 3 bearded devils and killing them, and you're now in this room surrounded by prison cells. So Alandir and Callan, just sit tight for a brief moment. You guys will find yourselves just in a 10-foot square cell, and there is a sturdy iron door locking you in, and the only other feature in this room is a bucket for you to piss in. So here you guys are. You're continuing to explore under the villa through this dungeon, and as you guys have killed the 3 devils, they've just melted into a bubbling pile of ichor. Their 3 glaives have dropped to the ground, and amongst one of these pools of ichor is a ring of keys that was dangling from one of the devil's belts.
I'm gonna pick it up. Pick up the keys.
Alright, you scoop the keys up. Do you just grab it with your bare hands? Do you use a stick?
You use a cloth, wipe it off the ichor. It's icky.
Okay. You use a cloth. It does soak through the cloth a little bit. But you get a little bit on your hand, Raven, but it doesn't affect you in any way. It's just this it's a big concentrated pool of viscera and blood. And you wipe the keys up, and there are as many keys as there is doors here. 6 prison doors.
Hey, watch me pick locks, guys.
2 to the north. Oh, sorry, one to the north, 1 to the south, and 4 against the western wall.
Can we see through the doors or in the doors to see what's in them?
Each door is set with an iron plate.
Can I slide the iron plate and look in, or?
Like, the door is an iron plate.
Oh, okay. I was like one of those peep show things. Alright, then I'm gonna fumble and find a key for, I guess that's the first door.
Okay. You find the right key, and it's quite a sturdy lock. You pull the lock, and it's a very sturdy door. You have to really sort of use a bit of force, and it actually slides into the wall. You slide it across. You can just go through and unlock them all, and you don't have to go through one by one, and then you'll find some of them have some prisoners in them.
Look, it's a prisoner. Kill it. I mean, how are you here?
So we'll do like a character introduction for everyone now. We'll just go around. You can introduce your character, place, class, race, description, and a few words about your character if you like. And then we'll go around and do like the current party and then our new party members at the end. And we'll start off with Nico.
He's a tiefling, trying hard to hide his horns, but they just seem to be growing on the verge of manhood, the end of adolescence there. Seems to be like a street rat type. He's got an aura of like fire and brimstone around him. He's a druid. That's about it.
And the one who's opened the door is Raven.
Raven is a human. Looks to be some kind of arcane thingy there. And I'm a warlock. And I like long walks on the beach and sushi.
Okay. Not sure if sushi's been invented yet.
Sure, crawfish.
I guess. In some way.
I mean, if anything, raw fish is the first thing to be invented.
Okay. You got me. Alright, Zygon.
Alright, Zygon, you see like a pale, almost like a pale Aasimar paladin. He's well-meaning, but kind of a moron, and perpetually makes mistakes, and also randomly kills old people apparently. But yeah, he's a good kid at heart. He's just kind of a moron.
You don't randomly kill old people. It's sick people too.
Yeah, I deliberately killed old people.
Okay. And he wonders why he's fallen. Okay, next in line we have Bargle.
Bargle, he's a half-orc fighter champion. He looks a little bit more orc than half. As well, he's a little bit thick, just like Zygon is. People sometimes not understand what's going on in a certain scenario. He is actually an unwilling member of the Flaming Fist. He's actually ordered the Gauntlet. He's actually a good guy.
Alrighty. And then we have Seikwa.
I think
Well,
you were right the first time.
That's
How
what,
many bets does he mispronounce it?
Kumquat.
she's an elf though. It can't really tell because she's covered from. The only thing you can see are her eyes, blonde skin, sky blue eyes. Otherwise, she's covered head to toe in black silk cloth.
Alrighty. And so as you guys have gone through and unlocked the cells, you've found several prisoners. 4 prisoners, in fact. We'll start off with our 2 new players, who are both prisoners here, and we'll start off with Alandir. And then when you guys introduce your characters as well, we'll sort of just tie you into this scenario too.
Alandir is a half-elf, predominantly elven features. He has silver hair and blue eyes and pale skin, like a moon elf. He's a rogue, and he's got a sharp tongue and sharp wit. That's about it.
Alright, so Alandir, you're a bit of a roguish type, and I think we said that you were just snooping around the Vanthampur villa, trying to take advantage of the situation in Baldur's Gate and help yourself to some valuables in the Vanthampur villa, and then you got caught.
Yeah, got caught with my hands in the cookie jar.
Alright, so yeah, you got caught by some of the guards, and you're then handed over to the Duke herself, and she just like pretty much beat the crap out of you with her bare hands when you were, you were sort of stripped of your weapons and whatnot, and all of your gear. And she told you that she'll see if she has some use for you, and you feel like if she doesn't have a use for you, the alternative is death. So you've been down this cell for a couple of days, and I'll say that you haven't heard of what has happened in El Terrell, because that's pretty recent. You may not have heard of exactly what's happened there.
Okay.
And in the other cell is Callan.
Callan appears to be a tall human male, thin but broad-shouldered. He has dark hair and some facial hair. He's dressed in rags now, but the only thing you see on him that looks unusual is he has a coin on a necklace around him. And that's it.
I would say that they probably took that as well, seeing that as a holy symbol. When they strip you of your gear, you pretty much just got like some undergarments on. But you're hoping to get that back. So you are an acolyte of Timora, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so well, Timora is one of the major deities in Baldur's Gate, and pretty much just about everyone in Baldur's Gate would worship Timora some way or another. People who walk the lower city at night may suddenly find themselves praying to Timora, whispering a joint prayer to Timora in Helm for some luck, so that they may stay alive in the city overnight. It's also the temple in the upper city is called the Ladies' Hall, and it unofficially serves as a gathering place for adventurers who seek dangerous quests. And sometimes some citizens with bizarre problems or overwhelmingly perilous situations will come to the temple in hope to find perfect aid. And everyone can recognize the symbol of Timora. Even cruel-hearted criminals will turn to Timora if they're put before the Flaming Fist or the Watch, being tried for some sort of crime. They may whisper a prayer to Timora for luck. So you'd probably be a pretty well-respected figure within the city, Callan. But I think when I read your backstory, you said you wanted to like venture out of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. to spread the Lady Luck's word.
Boy, are you gonna go out of Baldur's Gate with this?
Alright, so that dream, Callan, unfortunately would have been cut short when you learned that the entire city had been cordoned off and the Flaming Fist were not letting anyone out. So you decided to try and spread the word of Tymora more throughout the upper city. Just walking down these beautifully tended these streets, not even a scaring of dirt on some of the avenues. Neatly tended rows of gardens and nature strips and fanciful statues, and you went pretty much just spreading the word of Tymora when some Vanthampur guards came across you, and they pretty much just they invited you to the villa for to hear your words. Then you soon found yourself drinking just like, I don't know if you drink wine or whatever. Would Callan drink wine, do you think?
Of course.
Yeah, they offered you some wine, and you drank it. You started to feel a bit drowsy, and when you woke up, you found yourself in this small cell. Occasionally, these bearded devils would taunt you and beat you, and they were questioning you about the Temple of Tymora, whether where are the coffers? What time are the priests? When are they sleeping? What are the schedules of the temple? So, did you give in to those questions, or did you refuse?
I resisted.
All right, because you resisted, I'll say that you start with 1 level of exhaustion as a result of the cruel torture that you managed to endure. So you have disadvantage on any ability checks. So you're a bit beaten up. They seem to be just demanding information from you. So as you guys are just sort of contemplating what will come next, suddenly you hear some fighting from the other side of your cell doors, and a short while later you're greeted by a group of adventurers freeing you from these cells.
Thanks for saving us. Who are you guys?
I serve the Flaming Fist.
Oh God, please no. Anything but the Flaming Fist.
Oh, anything than the Flaming Fist? Okay, we can.
I
shut
am
them back
Rhea
in.
Mantelmorn, Hell Rider of El Terrell. Rhea just pushes in front of you, Zygon. We're here to save you. You're safe now.
Thank you. Get me out of here, please. I'm good with the sword if you have anything.
Wait, there's a third prisoner up here?
There's actually 4 prisoners.
Alistair.
I presume
It's
that
Alistair,
you haven't
mage.
freed them just yet. So
Oh, okay.
Ain't got
you
to
open
outside.
them one at a time. Alright, Rhea extends her hand forward. You can see Rhea's very badly beaten up. Both you guys watched the last stream, so you know who Rhea is. She's a teenager Hell Rider from El Terrell, and she wears heavy armor. She extends a gauntlet, and she helps you out. But before she gives you a sword, Allender, she questions you. Very well, I can equip you with a short sword, but I must know, why are you in this prison?
I lost something and I was looking for it. And they caught me. I was completely innocent and they caught me and they threw me in this prison.
Make a deception check, Allender. She scrutinizes you.
I'm thinking anybody that's getting thrown in a prison by a devil-worshipping lady has to be a good guy.
Don't
Yep.
worry.
By the transitive
Yes.
property.
We've all been afflicted by the Vanthampurs some way or another. Don't worry, you're safe with us. Here.
Thank you, Rhea. It is Rhea, is that correct?
Rhea Mantelmorn.
Hell
Okay.
Rider.
Of El Terrell.
After all.
She unsheathes her
do
short
that.
sword and hands it to Handel first.
Thank you.
You're hoping that your gear is nearby. Alright, so those introductions are done. The next cell you open is Callan's.
Can I step out?
Yeah, unless for some reason someone wants to stop you, but yeah, they've opened the cell and you feel like they're here to free
That name
you.
sounds familiar. I close the cell and lock it so you never open that again.
I step out in a beaten and exhausted state. Thank you very much. May Lady Luck be with all of you.
Can you cook? We need to cook.
I could boil water.
Close enough.
You could be lucky enough to cook.
You're hired. We need to cook. We pay 3 coppers a day plus meals.
Done.
I'll wash the dishes.
Also, you don't have to be in the cell. I think that's the main draw.
Don't listen to them. What was your name, cleric?
Callan of the Lady of Luck. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Rhea Mantlemorn.
Rhea
I'm
Mantlemorn.
Hellrider from El Terrell, and I'm here to save you. In fact, I'm here to save.
What?
El
Wait,
Is
Terrell.
a Hellrider.
Are you just gonna give me a sword or something to make me kings of all the lands?
What?
You said the Lady of the Lake.
Lady of El Terrell.
No. Callan.
Not you.
He worships the ladies of the light.
Sorry,
Lake.
I thought you were
The Lady
talking
of
about me.
Lady of Luck, Timora.
We know who you are.
Oh, ladies of luck. Oh, that's not nearly as fun. Carry on.
Rhea, what is a Hellrider?
We are the noble knights who protect El Terrell. We are sworn by oath of the Tomb of the Creed Resolute to protect our city at all costs. But
What happened? Why did your city...
I'm not sure. I think these vile villains, these Vanthampurs, have caused El Terrell's downfall. We're here to find answers and rescue the High Overseer.
Yeah, that.
All right, him.
I mean, maybe it's the High Overseers is in one of these cells, whatnot.
Yep.
Maybe we should look.
You should stick with us, prisoners. You are unarmed and unarmored. There are vile cultists roaming these tunnels. If they find you, they may cut your throat. I will protect you.
Thank you, Rhea Mantlemorn, Hellrider of El Terrell.
She nods.
Yes, thank you. May the Lady of Luck bless you.
Do you need like some weapons or something? I got a scimitars you could use or a daggers.
Since they're unarmored and unarmed and stuff, and she wants to keep them that way, I sheepishly put the chainmail and the maces and the flintlock pistol back in the bag. Oops, I guess she wants you unarmed and unarmored. So we can protect you.
Wait,
Rhea just gave
that makes no
Alandir a
sense.
yeah. She literally just gave Alandir
I'm
a
so
short sword.
Yeah.
confused. I mean, can you use those glaives? We got like lots of those, but if not, we got some armors.
I usually
Yes.
use light weapons.
Let's check
Well,
the
I
other
got the
room.
scimitars. If you want, scimitars.
I'll take a
Is
scimitar.
this? Yeah, a scimitar is a light
I'm
weapon,
gonna
right?
check the other rooms and see if
Yes.
maybe there's stuff
Sure.
that's nearby.
Well, for now, at least you can.
I'm not very proficient in weapons like that. I'm more trained in the simple weapons,
I got a
such as
mace.
daggers or maces. Oh, a mace would be perfect.
I got a mace. I got a silver dagger.
Here you
Looks
go.
like you got them all hooked up.
If
I have a warhammer. That's pretty simple, right?
No, those are sometimes complex. You know, those.
Oh, okay.
You
If
can
I
use
give
it
this
with
to
two
you,
hands and whatnot.
perhaps Timora will bless me. And Rhea hands you the mace that's glowing, Callan. Hasn't been
What is
identified
this?
yet.
What is this beautiful item? I'll say a blessing to Timora, blessing Rhea.
It sort of looks like a torch in your hand. The head of the mace glows. We're not sure
Oh.
yet, but we believe it's an angel's relic.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that's magics with it glowing and whatnot.
I does it feel lighter or more?
It feels a bit lighter. You're not really sure. It obviously has some sort of magical property. You don't really understand it fully, but you can definitely just use it as like a mace for now, until you identify it.
Well, thank you.
Alright, with you guys at least given a weapon and freed from yourselves, we'll move on to the next one. Ripping open the next cell door, you see a woman wearing some torn, aristocratic looking clothes. She's an elf. She's got golden hair, and she's shaking, and she has a bit of a nasty look on her face, like a hint of scorn, like she really resents her captors. Thank you. Thank you for freeing us all. To whom do I owe the pleasure of thanking?
Greetings, I'm Raven. And you
Hello.
are fine.
I know not of your names. Tell me, whose banner do you fly? By whom do you represent?
I don't have much time to fly no banners, but
I flew a kite once.
Yeah, we're part of the Flaming Fist.
I've been inscripted into the Flaming Fist.
Oh,
Yep.
Flaming Fist. I knew it was only a matter of time before the Flaming Fist or the Watch came to rescue me.
Yeah.
He's here.
Horrible. These people. Vanthampurs. Why are they doing this?
Oh, your guess that's part of what we're trying to find?
They seems to be evils, devil worshipping peoples and whatnots. That's why they do most
Yeah.
of the things they do.
Yeah, that's it. That sounds about right.
But what did they want with us?
You probably don't want to know. I mean,
I have an inkling.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
What do you know?
Well, forgive me. I did not introduce myself. I am Satya. Satya Thionhoon. I'm a patriarch. I think I was going to be kept as a ransom of sorts. You see, my family, we are contesting the right as Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. My father is. In the absence of Duke Ulder Ravengard, the position must be filled. I believe that Lady Vanthampur, she was trying to intimidate my family by capturing me in a bid to become the new Grand Duke herself.
Alright.
is that the same house that we saved the guy from in the other one, or is that a different house?
Different house.
Is that the
Seb.
one? Shield?
Does the family own the Golden Shield?
Yes, that is
Seb,
the
can I
family
roll-
that own the shield.
Oh, interesting. Seb, can I roll insight to see if she's really as distraught as she's trying to?
Sure. Yeah, she's generally like you look at her clothes are tattered. Yeah, she's shaken. She's got like a bit of a bruise on her face, and yeah, she looks quite decrepit.
Okay.
Can you help me escape from this vile dungeon?
Sure.
Of course we will.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're actually in the middle of storming it to get more answers about the Vanthampur, so I don't know if we may or may not be able to escort you out, but the way behind us is safe.
Yeah, until you get up to the city where it's all darkness and demons and cultists
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
no more than regular.
Yeah, that's-
No, it's definitely
Demons?
more darker than normals out there.
Well, imps, really. But, I've seen
I've
barb
survived the
devils down here.
brutalization from those disgusting bearded devils. A few imps don't scare me. I'll slip out of their sights using the darkness that you spoke of. I will. My family's estate is not far from here.
Do you know anything about a big gold shield?
Golden shield? No. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, apparently, what was the story we had on the golden shield?
It was
Or what or
the
something?
there was a shield, right? Trying to remember what we know about it.
Apparently, Vanthampur stole a golden shield from another of the lords of Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
They were trying to recover it for them, but we're
wow.
not quite sure exactly what it looks like and stuff.
I don't know anything about a shield. I just want to get home. Please, I swear. I will destroy the Duke's political future in Baldur's Gate if I can get word out.
Sounds like a plan. So, is there anything else you were able to find out about the Vanthampurs while you were captured?
I don't know.
I know this is.
There is the other man in the other cell. Perhaps he knows something. Listen up. I was beaten on the street and dragged away in broad daylight. I don't know anything about what's happening here. I'm a victim. I just want to go home.
Okay.
Well, we can lead you up the stairs, and you can make a dash for it back to your house. But like we said, we're searching the down here. If you want to stay with us, we'll keep you as safe as best we can.
Yeah. Or, like I said, just hopefully brave the streets right now, which are really dark for whatever reason. So.
Don't worry, lady. I'll escort you back out to safety. You can trust me. I'm a Hell Rider. Oh, yes. I thought Elturel. No, never mind. Rael turns towards you all. Do not leave this cell without me. I'll be back shortly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Sure.
Safe.
Yep. Take care.
So,
Screams immortal perils if yours needs help.
they walk off. So what was your name again? Hi, my name is Ray Malcolm.
Hellrider.
Hellrider.
Are we waiting for her, or
Well,
No!
yes, I think there's another cells over here that we can open up whilst they're gone. Knock, knock.
I mean,
You open up the final cell. The cell to the south doesn't have anyone in them. But you open up the final cell to the north. And inside, you see a short, lean, male in his 50s, male human. He has very well-trimmed facial hair, and he wears an ankle-length caftan. He's got dark hair, and his beard is dyed crimson. And Seika immediately recognized him as Kalashite.
Ah, one of mine.
Yes. And
He's your kids?
he doesn't step out of the cell when you open the cell.
he likes it there. All right.
He stands
Greetings,
there
Philly.
with his hands clasped. And he sort of tips his head to the side. Ah. What do we have here?
Oh,
Hello.
Ah.
you wouldn't know anybody named Ivanovich, would you? You sound like
Beg your pardon?
your voice sounds strangely familiar.
I can assure you,
Maybe it's
friend,
just the accent.
I have never met you before. I'm still trying to discern exactly who my rescuers are, quite a
Hey, Raven.
motley assortment. I see.
Well, for some reason or another, we've ended up like serving under the banner of the Flaming Fist, and we're investigating.
You are investigating the Vanthampur family.
Mhm.
Why would you
Investigating.
do that? What brings you here?
Well, they seems to be evil peoples associating with devils and whatnot. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
I
not
know.
evil.
seems
They're
investigating.
I know many things about the Vanthampus. I'm
I'm not-
asking what you are doing here, friends.
We're investigating, trying to find out what happened to El Terrell. And they're the best links we have.
Yep. As well as looking at the cultist of the Dead Three, and the trail led up to here. So here
Seb,
we are.
did I get a description of who I was looking for?
This is him. It's Phallus the Fisk.
I was here. I was sent here for you.
You are sent for me? I could have sworn that I heard that one of you served the Flaming Fist. I thought perhaps the Flaming Fist had come to rescue me. Oh, that is...
Well, we
I'm
served the Flaming Fist because we were forced to. But, you know, we serve truth and justice. And the Baldurian way first.
I would recognize traditional Kalashite wear when I see it. Phallus the Fisk, my lady. Pleased to meet you. And he takes your hand and kisses the back of it with a smile.
I interpose mine instead.
So's you wants to go up to the surface too, or you gonna comes with us? What's your plans here, Mr. Fisks?
Yep. We try to be accommodating.
I had allowed myself to be captured by the Vanthampus. I am not here due to misfortune. It is only my curiosity that has me captured here. You see, I have been investigating the Vanthampus as a favor from my friend in Candlekeep. What do you know about the Vanthampus, may I ask?
I spilled everything.
Devil worshipper, stealer of family heirlooms,
We
etc.
killed two of the sons. The third one got killed by one of the
Yeah,
others.
yeah.
He seems a little bit
The
shocked.
Dragon Pact, you know, the cult of dragon that they got the money from, all the devils that we found along the way. You know, they seems like bad folks for sure.
Oh, and I found a devil puzzly thingy there. That hold the contract. Or something.
Yeah, he seems absolutely shocked. And he
Oh.
steps out of the cell.
Be careful what you ask for.
The look of shock leaves his face. And a look of curiosity replaces it. Hold on. Slow down. I am interested to hear about this box that you have found. Can you show it to me?
Oh yeah, here's it is.
Yep, here's a box. Apparently, it makes you
Alright,
go.
yeah,
It
good.
blows your mind up.
Oh, I think my mind is about to explode. Was I mistaken, or through the muffled gap in my cell door, did I hear that there was a Hell Rider amongst you all?
Yep. Say her name 3 times and she pops up.
Beetlejuice.
And perhaps...
Yeah, she'll be back in a second. Her name's is Rhea Mantlemorn, Hellrider of
Yep, Hellrider of Elturel.
Then I will tell you this now. She would not want to hear this. I mentioned to you that I was investigating the Vanthampus for my friend from Candlekeep. Her name is Silvira Savicus. She is a sage who specializes in lore about the 9 hells and devils. She's a very good friend of mine. She's been monitoring devil activity in Baldur's Gate and Elturel for months now. And she has become convinced that Thaverius Krieg, the High Overseer of Elturel, has struck a bargain with an archdevil. and that the copy of the contract he signed is hidden inside a magic puzzle box. This magic puzzle box, it very much fits the description of the one on which you hold.
Oh, we'll have to keep our eyes out for it then.
Well,
That
kind of
seems.
sucks. I mean,
yeah.
Rhea Mantlemore and Hellrider of Elturel, she seems like a fine, upriding citizen and all. She
Yep.
doesn't seem like she's had no
Yeah.
devil's contracts or whatnot.
Yeah, I don't think the Hellriders themselves are super bad. If Rhea Mantlemore and Hellrider of Elturel is any indication, but
But we
the
haven't
bat
met Thavius Krieg, overseer of Hellriders, yet.
of
Maybe he's-
Elturel.
Yeah, maybe he's been all corrupted and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to be held captives here somewhere, though. I was expecting Tim's to be in one of these
Do you
cells.
know how to
be
open one of
honest.
these?
Captive.
Because if we find it, you could just how to open this one. If
He
we
is not the
find that one.
captive. I have heard the whispers of the devils. He has his own room here in the dungeon. He is studying
Well.
a magic shield for the Vanthampurs as we speak.
That's effed up.
I will tell you something about my friend Silveris. She is no friend of Thavius Krieg. She thinks that inside the puzzle box there will be evidence that will convict him for his crimes. And she would be willing to pay much for it. Gold or magic items, whatever you prefer. You see, I want to exploit Thavius. And then Rhea comes back. And then Valister just quickly shuts his mouth.
Hey, Ray.
Hello.
This guy was just telling us that Thaddeus is in league with the devils and the Vanthampurs. And he's studying a magic shield right now.
Rhea
We should probably
just
stop that.
has a shocked look on her face. And who is this man? Who are you? I am just a mutual benefactor. I am stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do not listen to your friend here. He may be speaking words that will shock
But
your
that's
ears.
what you just told us.
Well, in either cases,
That's what
though,
I
our
told
best,
you, friend. Yes.
In either cases, we're looking for both the shields and Thaddeus's. So, I mean, we're all going in the same spots, regardless of the motivations. Is we can
Yeah, we'll
be the
find out the.
judges of who's
Yeah, we'll
right,
find the
who's wrong.
truth. Yeah, we'll find the truth either way.
Well, I'll be happy to prove to you that the High Overseer of Elturel is a captive here, being held against his will, and he'll be doing everything in his power to try and save the city. Pfft. I thought your
Okay.
kind aren't even allowed within the walls of the city.
His
Isn't that
kind.
right?
What are you talking about? His kind.
Seems kind of racist for
Yeah.
Rhea Mantlemore and Hellrider.
The writer of Elturel.
I'm not the
Yeah,
one
his-
who has dictated the
kind-
laws of this city. I've heard about how you treat the people of Little Calimport. Little Calimshan. You exile them from the city. So much that they had to build their own city outside the walls of Baldur's Gate. I may be young, but I'm not blind. Of course, you'd be welcome in Elturel any day of the week, my good friend.
Well, if Elturels were there and all.
That just really shuts Rhea up.
Oh, God.
Wow.
What's that knife?
Wow.
Well,
I don't know what this is. That was very mean.
that's why we're here to
Right.
save Elturel.
So, I mean, if he's not in the cells here, maybe we should keep start looking to see if we can find some.
Yeah, he's probably if he is imprisoned, then he's probably imprisoned in like a VIP room or something. We'll keep.
With a shield to study.
My friends, I am not very
regardless.
much suited to the way of fighting. I am happy to wait here if you believe it is safe. You can come and retrieve me when you are done with your affairs.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you're cool waiting here, then all right.
That sounds good.
Do not worry, I may not look like I am armed, but I am.
Don't touch the red button.
Maybe hides a little bit or something like that.
Easy. He just steps back in his cell and he just slams the door shut.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that, but sure. Cool. Okay, so this is the only ways we haven't gotten yet.
Yeah.
So if you want to.
Do people need a break?
While you guys were talking there, everyone take a short rest. It was probably about an hour anyway.
Okay.
Sweet.
Like,
Exhaustion's a long rest, though, right?
yes.
I would like to recast BIMs for that hour since.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, you do another find familiar ritual.
Bimming.
What is a BIMS?
And
He's my friend.
Druid hit dice are really D4s?
He was
No,
destroyed.
so
by
I thought they were
Raven.
D6s.
I thought
I
so
thought
too.
they were.
Yep, you'll
some-
need to
something
change your
happened
hit
with
dice
420.
to. You need to go into your settings and change your hit
I
dice.
gotcha.
The latest update screwed it up. And Raven, did you buy like some summoning mats for your
Incense
familiar?
and stuff. Some incense and stuff.
You can buy, you can just like get the packs or whatever. So yeah, just cross off one of them, and Bims comes
Okay.
back. Do you want to keep him out or in your pocket dimension?
I'm gonna keep Mo for now.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. Let's go, tally ho.
Yeah, you guys have a bit of a breather here, and you step back out into the sewer tunnel. Again, the water is not dirty, it just has a green glow because of these green glass pane lanterns that are hanging by chains at regular intervals down the hall, casting everything with this glow. And it's only like an inch or two of water, and yeah, there's this surprisingly calming scent of lavender in these tunnels.
Okay, so
Why does the sewer smell so good?
they use poopery.
Yeah, poopery.
Am I still poisoned, Seb?
That's gone. It's worn off now. Only lasts an hour. Right, Rhea takes a bit of a breather too.
69.
Did you want to put Callan? Did you want to put that chainmail on too?
Oh, chainmail? I didn't see it.
Oh, 69 is a crit.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
We didn't find
Okay.
any other stuff when we checked other rooms. Things.
All the cells are empty. It's just a 10-foot square empty cell with a bucket.
Okay. Alrighty. Off we go then.
This is just an alcove, right?
Yeah, it's another one of these shelves. It looked like it like once housed a sewer pipe, and it's been removed and then cemented in. Alright, heading around the corner, you can see the entire length of the tunnel. There is just this dim green glow illuminating the tunnel for over 100 feet. The ceiling is 9 feet high and curved, and the water just wets your boots, splashing as you go. Come to an intersection. A tunnel leads off to the south, and then the tunnel also continues off to the west.
I'll just check the south tunnel real quick. Looks like there's like a grate here or something.
Yeah, it actually slopes down now, and it's a little bit slippery. What you can just see is it just channels some of this water through a barrier consisting of vertical iron bars.
Sorry, I forgot to set my. Where do you set your hit die?
It's right next to hit dice, but it doesn't seem to be subtracting it or adding it to your hit points.
That's probably because the API is broken. I gotta fix it.
Yeah.
Just add it manually for now.
Yep.
Yeah, let me roll a d10 then. Doink. Oh well.
Alright, you continue.
There seems to be an intersection up there, so everyone just be quiet.
I will try my best.
I'm gonna peek around this hallway first before we go look at the door. Oh, there's another door up there.
It's all clear. There doesn't seem to be anyone walking down these tunnels or any activity at all. And at this intersection, the tunnel continues to the west. There is a door to the south, and then the floor, it angles up to a dry floor to the north.
Okay. So she wants to open the door over there. Is that again?
This door is
Sure.
made from heavy-looking iron, and it has a stylish-looking handle, a thin, wavy handle, and it's got a big keyhole. And you try the handle, it's locked.
Hello.
Any of the keys we have from upstairs open, like the gold key or the what other keys do we have?
Are the rings from the guys we just beat up, the bearded devils?
Yeah,
None
yeah,
of the keys.
those guys.
None of the keys fit. You try them all. Not a single one works.
Yeah, we got a tiny key, a golden key, and an iron key, and then the ring of keys. Okay, cool.
Tiny key, golden key, ring of keys. Look at these.
Case, so we wants to go up north or continue down surrounds in the lavender waters.
You want to try to pick it?
Oh, yes, I guess I could try.
We're
Anyone
here.
proficient
it's
in
here.
thieves' tools can try a dexterity check to try and unlock it.
I was raised in the lower city. I have some skills in that.
I don't have my tools with me though.
How many people in this party can pick locks? It's like
Basically everybody.
just about everyone. Alright,
Hey, it's
so
Baldur's Gate.
I pick
can't-
locks with microbar.
Yeah, same here.
alright, Nico, you try to pick the lock.
You can use my thieves' tools if you want to
Yeah.
try.
Thanks, Nico.
Yeah. You can't get it, Nico, and then Allender steps in and he just moves the lockpick around a little bit, and then you hear a click and the door handle turns and you open up the door.
Hello, room service. Oh, hey.
Looking into this room, you see 4 wooden tables. There are 2 against the western wall and 2 against the eastern wall. Each table has 2 small wooden coffers atop it. And hanging on the wall opposite the door is a beautiful golden shield. And standing in front of the shield is an old man in plain garments. He's carrying a lit candlestick. And he turns to face the door when you open it. And you see that his shadow on the far wall doesn't match his form. But it appears to be the shadow of a pudgy, horned fiend with small wings.
All right.
Who are you? He says.
Why does your shadow look like a devil?
What? I don't know. Who are you people?
What can you do?
That's
I'm Raven,
the High Overseer!
Flaming Fist,
Overseer Thevius! Rhea just
and we have
bursts into
something
the
of
room.
yours here.
She kneels down, draws her longsword, and sticks her sword into the ground. By the oath of the Tome of the Creed Resolute, I am Rhea Mantlemorn, Hellrider, sworn protector of Elturel, and I am here to free you, High Overseer. Hellrider, my child, come here. places his hand on her shoulder.
Oh, my dear. I am sorry for the recent events. I have failed you. I have failed everyone.
Why did you betray your city?
What?
I hold up the puzzle box.
Are you yelling
You know
this
what this
from
is?
like all the way across the room from like 50
Yep,
feet
I
away?
am. Yep.
He sort of squints.
My child, this
a
old
puzzle
man's
box.
eyes cannot see that far.
I don't think you're a man.
We've heard some stories about some deals that she's made, very disconcerting like. So we just want to get the stories directly from you. It seems
Yep.
like you made some bad choices and got in leagues with some wrong peoples here.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like when you say you failed people, it seems a little bit more on the nose and exact than the traditional when a good person says they failed you. It's usually because they failed to stop someone else.
I had
And Rhea
failed.
Mantlemorn here has
Not
put
from-
lots of effort to come and get you and all, and thinks we deserves the truths here, Mr. Sir.
I have failed. Not from neglecting my duties or my people, but because I wasn't in El Terrell when the people needed me the most. Oh, my child.
And Rhea turns and calls out to you, Raven. I'll not stand here and have you accuse the High Overseer of such crimes with no evidence.
Well, the
Okay,
evidence
so
is
we'll
he
get
doesn't.
some evidence. What's this? This shields though is stolen properties. We should probably take this.
Yes, we'll take the shield and grab the shield, and we'll take it back to the rightful owners.
Zygon, Callan, Bargo, and Nico. I need each one of you to roll a 1d20. Callan, as you're standing here and that conversation that just happened is going on, there is another conversation happening at the same time in your mind. A voice telepathically contacts you.
Callan, it is I, the Hidden Lord.
What do you want?
I can sense a devout goodness in your heart. You must free me. I am a celestial being that has been twisted and corrupted by my infernal prison.
What did you call yourself?
The Hidden Lord. I am hidden in this prison, denied from my duties. What brings you here, oh good of heart?
I was brought here against my will by the servants of these fiends.
I have the power to banish the darkness that has befallen this city. I have the power to save El Terrell. This man, he is a charlatan, he is a liar. He will use my powers to devour your city of Baldur's Gate. He will bend me against my good-hearted will. He is in league with the Duke. You can free me.
Where are you?
I am trapped within the shield that you see on the wall.
And how do I free you?
You must take me with you.
I'll speak out loud to the rest party. Tell me about the shield. What you know of it.
I know it's hanging on the walls here and all.
And it's gold. We could melt
Mhm.
that.
Something is speaking in my mind right now, and it's a creature, or it says it's a celestial, and it's trapped in the shield.
Do not listen to it. It is a devil that will corrupt your mind. The Vanthampurs, they captured me. I came to Baldur's Gate for a meeting with the Duke to discuss her political future. And instead, I was captured. And I was locked in this room. They have forced me to use my divine powers to identify the shield and manipulate its power. Oh, but we don't have to worry about that now that I have been freed. Thank you all for saving me.
Oh, speaking of that, our friend's over there. He's kind of feeling pretty hurts and all. Can you have any healing or things like that? Can you do those things?
My child, I have been stripped of my holy symbol. I am unable to administer clerical
maybe
powers.
it's in one of these. Maybe it's in one of these boxes. That seems like a good place for them. It's just maybe our friend's stuffs is in here too. Let's just take a quick peek-sees.
I'll move towards the shield. It's hanging on the back wall, right?
Yeah, it's right here. Alright, when you move towards the shield and take a look at it, it's quite mesmerizing to behold. Its appearance is like a celestial motif. However, the designs seem to have been twisted into fiendish faces, or a large fiendish face, and it sort of subtly moves in ways that disturbs you. And I'll give you a handout as to what it looks like. It's obviously some sort of magic item if it can keep a celestial being prisoned within it.
It doesn't look very celestial. I gotta be honest.
Well, he said
Yeah,
it's an infernal prison, so
Yeah,
the
gotcha.
celestial's been captured inside it and corrupted and twisted. Thavius steps back, and again this pudgy devil shadow sort of follows his movements as he moves his candle around the room.
I'm warning you. It is a foul artifact. It is best to be left alone.
Can I use my divine sense real quick? Just as
When you use your divine sense, you actually do not detect a celestial, a fiend, or an undead in this room. But there is a bit of a foul odor coming off Thavius. Something that, like a miasma that really offends you. And the shield as well, it's also got a bit of a fiendish odor. It smells like brimstone.
guys, as you guys know, I am a paladin, and although I am the first to admit I am not necessarily the brightest bulb, the brightest tool in the shed. I am sensing demonic intent from both Thavius and the shield.
I'll not have you stand here and accuse the High Overseer one more time. And Rhea draws her sword.
Rhea, look at his shadow, you fool!
We're just concerned that he's being corrupted by the things that are going on here, and maybe the shields too, if it's coming to corruption. So
I know you are
we're
part
here
of
to
it.
help him for sure. But
Yep.
he might have been corrupted by things. He might not be the same persons that you know of.
Don't listen to them, Hellride. Look at me. I've been locked in this room and forced to do evil biddings. Deliver me from this place, child.
I mean, Rhea.
We can deliver some from here, but just
Yeah.
you got to keep some ideas that he might not be the things you think he is.
Yeah, trust. You have seen me in action. You know that I'm a paladin in good standing. My god has not abandoned me, so I am trust me when I say that he is not all he seems.
And I am sure that Torm has not abandoned Thavius either.
All right. You have a holy symbol, right? As a Hell Rider of Elturel.
Of
Why
course
don't
I do.
you have him?
My mother gave it to me. And she shows you a necklace, which is a holy symbol of Torm.
Would you be willing to
Lend it to him?
have Thavius try to heal someone with that holy
It's my
symbol?
pleasure.
If
I'll gladly prove you all wrong. She takes off the necklace and hands the it's like a gauntlet, a silver
lazy
gauntlet
guy.
holy symbol. She hands it to Thavius. Go on, High Overseer. Show them the divine light of Torm.
I'm a little injured, I'm sure some lay on hands would be appreciated from a esteemed paladin of Torm.
I can't. My link to Elturel has been severed. I feel faint.
It shouldn't affect your link to your
It
god.
shouldn't affect your divine power if you are still in the service of Torm.
You're tied to a god, not to a place.
What are you waiting for, High Overseer? Heal him!
My child. I don't know what to tell you.
Rhea looks struck.
Someone's been naughty.
I
Admit it now and repent. Maybe we can save your...
Why, Thavius? Why can't you use Cure Wounds? I am out of spell slots. Why don't you do Light Cantrip? Oh, my child. You must leave. You must leave this city, child. You will all be dragged down into hell. The Hidden Lord. He has already begun the ritual.
Where do we find him to stop it?
And Callan, you hear a response to that telepathic voice.
Huh. Don't listen to the old man. I am a demigod, revered by many. Great powers I hold. I have used them to fool this pathetic individual. The great orb above this city was nothing more than a powerful illusion, and it is now gone. I have revealed to you the true colors of this man, and now he shall repent. Can't you see? You're a fool for trying to stop this. Zariel is our queen.
I'd say that's an admission.
Who's Zariel?
Gil?
Oh,
So
we saw the
Paladin.
pictures of her. She's the head of the first levels of hell. She's a fallen angels and all. So maybe she was goods at one point, but now she seems like on the bad sides of things.
You pathetic little individuals, look at you, you peons. You think that your pathetic little deities will give you power? Do you think you can save Baldur's Gate? Flaming Fist? Watch? Hell Riders? Where were the Hell Riders when you confronted Zariel? Where were you when she fell? Where were you when she needed you the most, Hell Rider? She led our entire armies into battle only to be betrayed. The Hell Riders fled like cowards. And the companion. I saved Elturel. I shed my tears. I shed my blood. I gave my soul to protect El Terrell. You know nothing of the sacrifices I have made, Hell Rider. And now, you will burn in hell.
I think you went a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs there.
I want to place the glowing mace against the shield.
What are you doing? That mace is just a little toy. Take me from the wall. Do not worry. I will grant you powers. Ones that you can use to save El Terrell. And then you can free me. You must act quick before the corruption spreads throughout my soul.
Oh, hidden Lord of the Shield. You said you're a demigod. What is your name?
I cannot share with you my true name. That would hold you in great power to me.
Then I consider you a fiend, and I will not free you.
Well, we can always take it back to the Celestial Lands.
Yeah, I'll take my cloak off and throw it on top of the shield. My tattered cloak.
I think we need to. This is a dangerous
Shield
artifact.
reaches out to Zygon.
Zygon.
It gives you the same spill.
I know the shield is actually a demon, right?
You've heard rumors.
Okay.
I can offer you grand protection. The ability to conjure fire out of nothing. You need my power.
Sorry, dude. I'm maybe a moron, but I'm not that much of a moron. Torm clearly granted me the sight to see that you were not a celestial being or anything like that at all, but rather some sort of evil. So, no deal.
We still gotta takes it with us. We can't leave it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll grab it, but
We can take it back to the
Wooly
family
would
that had care
like,
of it.
yeah, they can't. Quick question, Seb. Like, can an artifact forcibly attune itself to you or something? Or
No, but
can I grab it?
a sentient item actually does possess the ability to make demands, and then if you refuse those demands, it can try and goad you by possessing you, taking you over. Only if you're attuned to it, though.
Okay, so I'm purposefully not attuning to it. I'll grab it, but I'm definitely not attuning.
Okay.
So
Ray is
So
just
that-
completely shocked as well. She falls onto her knees. She drops her sword, and she's completely just stunned. She's not saying a word.
So, Ray, would you like to come join the Flaming Fist?
Yeah, well, or not. Join
And
us.
you just see a patter of tears falling on the stone floor.
maybe we can use those manacles and bring some in for judgments and all.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to console Rhea. It's even though he might have fallen, you have not. The order of Hell Riders of El Terrell still stands for something, especially if you make it stand for something. So
I still
stand
don't
up.
believe it. It can't
go.
be true. This is Thavius Krieg, High Overseer of El Terrell, Protector, Creator of the Companion.
Well, you know
Tell
what they
me
say:
it's not
never,
true, Thavius.
never meet your heroes.
I will not
Also,
go
I
with
like-
you. My place is here. We are moments away from judgment. You will all burn while I am elevated.
Sirs, I'd like you to put these manacles on so we can take you out of here. Otherwise, things are gonna get
Ugly.
Yep.
Not
I
so
grabbed the holy symbol of Torn from him and give it back to Rhea. It's this is yours. You deserve this more than this guy. Also, when you level up, maybe get some paladin levels. They're used.
What? Alright, she takes it, puts it back on him. Thavius just gives up. Very well then. But the Duke! She's the
We're going to
mastermind
find Sir
behind
next.
all of this.
Where can we
Where
find
is
her?
he?
She.
Yeah, where is her? Where is she?
She hides in a secret ritual room nearby. Secret shrine.
And how do we access it?
There's a secret door. Please do not hurt me.
Man, you have fallen far for like a head of a paladin order. Holy.
It's too late
Okay.
to stop it now, though. You will burn. You will burn.
Ice really thinks that it's by that statues is where you got to go find the secret room. I know we looked before, but that seems like the perfect spot.
Yep, he
Which
says
statue?
yes, that is where the shrine is.
Oh, the statue that we broke, right? Or I broke.
You find the
Best-
Duke then. I'll guard him. Thavius just she seems to start to be convinced now.
All right.
just
We'll make
started.
sure that he's like we'll pat him down, make sure he doesn't have any weapons.
Can we look
manacle.
real quick to see if their stuff is in our other friend's stuff is in?
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
want to look in these
we'll look-
chests? There's 8 chests.
Yeah, we'll look into.
Super.
Well, maybe check for traps first. Afterwards, yeah.
Alright, well there are 8 chests, so tell me which one you want to look at and then which one you want to open.
Alander will start with the one here.
Thavius just says, save your efforts. These treasures are Vanthampur money, as well as treasures stolen from Tiamat's hoard on Avernus. She will use
We
this
found
treasure
some of
to become the new Grand Duke,
Not if we use it first.
claiming that she...
No, we don't want to take any of this money because last times we took it, we got a lot of bad friends.
Yeah. If it's, does it look like it's like a hell money, honey?
Not sure, they're all closed. There's 8 coppers, so to detect a trap is a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, no trap there.
Clearly they're fine.
They don't look like locked either, like the latches are not sort of set on them properly. Alright, Alandir, you open up that chest, and that first one you open up actually has your stuff and Callan's gear in it.
Sweet. I'll start putting on my leather and taking my rapier, short bow.
Yeah, you can equip all whatever you need. There's also a couple of other items in here that do not belong to either one of you. There is 2 pieces of a broken... It looks like a ceremonial dagger. It has a curved ivory blade, and it bears draconic runes. Does anyone understand draconic?
Yep,
I
do.
read Draconic.
Alright, when the blade is put together, because it's like broken in 2, you can see the words Fang. And it has a bone hilt wrapped in leather strips, studded with gemstones. It looks very draconic.
Need some glues, and you could just fix that, no problems.
Yeah. Does anybody have a mending spell?
Some like paste. Some like
Okay, either.
So you guys want to take it?
Airplane.
I have
glue?
mending.
Oh, well, here, try the mending on it. See if it works.
Can I mend it?
Yeah. You cast mending on it, and it makes the dagger whole again, restoring its value, which is 250 GP.
Cool.
And yeah, it's obviously one of the items that was stolen from Tiamat's hoard.
Oh.
Yeah, but we could sell it quick. I know a guy who knows a guy.
I'm a little worried about stealing like hell money.
Well, like we had hell money before. We're
Yes,
fine.
and we got into a big fights because of
Yeah,
it.
but then we got rid of it and they didn't come back. See?
We's here for the bigger pictures. I don't know. I mean, I likes to go through treasures
Anything
like
else in
the
here?
next man's, but we got the ladies, see a ladies
Yeah.
about a ritual.
Uh, the folks
Any
got their
else,
stuff.
Mitchell?
Alright, if that's not going in the party loot, who's going to take it then?
I
If
put it in the
anyone.
party.
Okay.
Chuck it in the interdimensional bag. Shouldn't be able
All
to
right.
track it there.
Well,
Alright,
if they've,
I don't
if
really-
they've tracked it across planes of existence, then they definitely would be able to. They seem to have come from
Tell
Avernus.
them. Alright, what's in the next trunks?
Are you opening it? This one?
Sure.
No, I thought we really wants to go through all of this. I mean,
Be
we
faster
got
if you
the
guys go
shields,
through.
we got the people's their stuff specs. I mean, we should go find the dukes.
We want to cripple the
Yeah,
Van
Rhea
Thamper
sort of
family.
says, I agree. We can still not accuse the Duke just off Thavius's word. We need proof. We can't just go and rob the Vanthampur family. We need to
Well,
Really?
they
complete
owe
the
me,
whole
they owe me like
story.
200 gold though. So I
They,
need to
they
collect.
robbed another family of their sacred shield to try to become Duke. They kidnapped another member of another family to try to coerce them to let them become the lead Duke or whatever it is
What
here.
evidence do you have of this?
Are you mental? We freed her. You took her to the surface. Are you mental? They're obviously evil.
We need to hear from the Duke herself.
Yeah, it's fine. Just let's just leave it for now, and then we'll come back. I mean, we have to come back here anyway. So
All right, we'll get on the way back then.
So as we can go all the ways around, but I think that this is the hallways that was up by the kitchens. So we could sneaks down this way and then hooks a right as the shortcuts.
Lead the way, Miss Lawful Stupid.
alrighty.
Who's we talking to?
Ray's not
Talking
coming
to
with you guys, have you not been paying any attention? She's staying with Thavius.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
guarding it.
here's hoping you don't get your throat cut too badly while we're gone.
Did we manacle him?
I think
didn't
we
leave
did.
him
Yeah, we
without it.
did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Cool.
Which way was it? Then down here.
It should be to the right.
Alright, moving up
Yep.
this dry tunnel, there is one door set against the west wall, and at the end, there is an intersection. Alright, you guys head right
Yeah. And
Yep.
back in
and back
here.
into the
Yep. And try to find that door.
room.
Yeah.
Something like it should be like here or here by
Alright,
the rule of asymmetrical architecture.
you step over a number of cultist bodies, and yeah, it seems to be like around this area, so someone can make a perception check with advantage to look for it.
Oh,
See
what
if
a slaughter.
exactly where it is. Alright,
Did you
notice
guys
it
do this?
immediately.
Maybes.
Yeah, it was fun.
yeah. This is definitely
Yeah, we
us.
killed. Yeah, we killed them. This was like the first room we came in.
That,
We
mace,
went in.
that statue is where that mace was. I won't tell you what part of the statue it was in.
There is a seam in the wall. The wall just looks like the surrounding wall, but you can tell that there is a door. Sorry, Ed, do you mind just muting your mic when you're sniffing it and whatnot? It's kind of gross to constantly hear that.
Push talk.
Thank you.
Okay. Can I see how to open it?
Yeah, you just push on it, and
Okay.
it's just like a light
Push.
section of door.
Over this ways, folks. Bargle, Zagan.
Oh. Hello.
As you look into this room, you see it's lit by a pair of tall wrought iron candlesticks in the northeast and southeast corners. Each one has 9 candles burning atop it. Casts this flickering light across an altar. It's a alabaster altar. It looks kind of holy. It's a single block and it has a white cloth draped over it. And on top of the cloth, there is a small angel-shaped flame erupting from its top. Not on fire, but the light is just emanating outwards. And there's a grey-haired woman kneeling before the altar. You recognize her immediately as Duke Thalamra Vanthampur. She stands up from her prayer when you enter, and you notice her shoulders are wide. She looks quite buff. Like, she's pretty muscular. She has fine clothing, fit for a noble of her stature. She doesn't look armed. And she doesn't turn around when she addresses you.
I knew you'd come. Who are you?
She turns
How
I
can you-
serve the flaming fist.
We're here to take you in and have you confess to your crime, which are a lot, apparently.
Flaming Fist?
Oh, and by the way, your sons are all dead.
He did it.
That's
point
not
that-
actually. That's not actually.
Are you
true.
just calling out from another room, like behind the corner there? You haven't even seen her yet, Raven. You're like in a completely different room. So are we actually calling that out? Like,
Sorry. Yes, I am.
that would be kind of weird to just be calling out. Your sons are dead from another room. It's like super weird. Anyway, she looks at you, Raven.
Ah. Oh, what a pity. All of them?
No, Mortlock's still alive, but we didn't know if he was still your son's, being as you like disowned him and whatnot.
Huh. And the other two? Dead at your hands?
Dead at each other's.
I mean, let he who is not guilty of murder cast the first stone and all that, right? So,
Huh.
Yeah, it was kind of a.
It's a shame, really. A shame that you let the stupidest oaf alive. Flaming Fist. You are nothing. You can't even contain your city. Us patriarchs pay your wages. And you rob the needy. The first thing I do when I am promoted to Grand Duke is sever the Flaming Fist. Where is your Grand Duke now? Where is older Ravengard? When the city needs him, it has abandoned Baldur's Gate.
That's good questions actually you're asking there.
We were wondering if maybe you kidnapped him, had him down here.
yeah, that's
I didn't have the pleasure of that, no! So what? You're here to arrest me?
mm-hmm.
And for what crimes?
Concerning the
Uh,
devils.
Devil worship, kidnapping other nobles,
Theft,
conspiring.
don't forget the theft.
Yep, that.
Grand Theft Shield.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, and the
What
capture
about-
and torture of me and my friend, me and Alandir.
Yep.
What about murder?
Pheasants.
Perhaps
Well,
we could add that to the list.
And then she
Okay.
cracks
It
her
hasn't
knuckles.
done that. I mean,
If you want to take me prisoner.
She clenches her fists.
You're going to have to take me in unconscious.
Okay.
And she just steps forward and tries to punch you in the face again. Roll initiative.
Ah, she's first. All right.
A 0?
Yep. A 0.
I guess she really caught you by surprise there. You didn't expect the Duke to be punching you in the face.
Well, just think of it on this way. You're going right next to her.
In a way, it's like I'm actually first, and then I just passed my first round.
Alright.
Exactly.
Alan dear, you're up first. Why is the thingy not showing up?
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
it was
you're-
Duke is first.
Duke is first.
Oh, why is Alan? Wait, what's going
He's
on?
at 10.
Okay, there's something going on with Alandir's token. He must have been in initiative order from earlier or something. It was showing him on the turn order as first for some reason. Anyway, I fixed that. Alright, so yeah. She literally just tries to haymaker you. And she hits you.
Ow.
She punches you for 4 bludgeoning damage.
More damage than those devils.
And
Ow.
she's just gonna try and headbutt you. And that's a miss.
Clangs on my helm.
Boggle.
Oh, Bargle loves this. All right, so he's gonna flat hit her with the glaive, so non-lethal.
You gotta hit first.
That is a miss. You try
Yep.
to
I gotta hit first.
yeah, you try to sort of swing through Zygon there, and he kind of gets in your way a bit, and you end up missing.
Nah.
Callan.
I'm gonna step into the room. There she is. I'm gonna cast Hold Person on her.
Alright, she'll make a wisdom saving throw.
DC
I
14.
cast it. Just hug her.
And when you cast a spell, just click it so it brings up the spell, and it'll give you concentration. It'll give me the description, all that stuff. She fails, and then as she's getting ready to swing again, she's just sort of frozen up, paralyzed.
Quick, somebody tie her up.
I used my only manacles.
And any more movement, Callan?
I'm done.
Alright, when you're done, you need to hit the end of turn button. Raven.
So I'm gonna go behind her and pommel her and knock her out. What would I roll for that?
Attack.
Are you attacking her?
Yeah, just try to knock her out.
Alright, make a attack roll. If you reduce her to 0 hit points, you can choose to knock her out instead of kill her.
Okay. Then I won't step that close. And if I have to attack her to hit her, then
Well, yeah, you have to
Sorry,
roll
I
an
thought
attack
it-
roll to attack people.
yeah, I go figure.
That hits. Alright, the beam crashes into her, and it, yeah, just doesn't really affect her too much. Takes 10 points of damage. Nico.
I don't got any good lethally stuff either, so I'll just come over here and I'll try and bonk her.
It's a crit. Oh, it would have been a crit anyway. Alright, you whack her with the scimitar, and you're surprised about how tough she is, because you just hit her as hard as you can straight across the jaw with the handle of your scimitar, and barely phases her.
Wish I had
dear.
my manacles.
Go there and I'll attack.
That's it.
You get sneak attack too, right?
So you're coming through really quiet there.
Yes. Roll around.
I get sneak attack, right?
Yep.
It's a crit, so
2d6 and 1d8.
All that. That was just trying to knock her out.
Alright, yeah, you just hit her as hard as you can with the rapier. You try to go for, try to wind her into unconsciousness. And she's so tough. You hit her as hard as you can, right in the gut, and she barely flinches. She does, let out a bit of a wince, though. Seiko.
Okay. Going to try to taser her with shocking grasp.
That hits. You just poke her. Tiny little zap. It does.
Just
It is a
put your
critical.
boots on the carpet and then.
It's a glorified static shock. It's a crit though. If you're within 5 feet, then it's an automatic critical.
Oh, then let me roll another d8 then.
Okay. And it's not your turn, Alan, dear, so you can't move. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a decent charge in there with that shock attack. But she's, yeah. Her hair starts to stick up a bit. Zygon.
This is going against my natural inclination to always smite when there's a crit. But that might kill her. So I'm going to go ahead and use my the manacles in my pack to try to restrain her. I'll just use I do have manacles.
Alright, you put the manacles on her, she'll become restrained. And the DC to escape them, I'm pretty sure, is 20.
Okay. That's my turn.
Alright, she's going to make a wisdom save at the end of her turn. And she's still paralyzed. Bargle.
Are we trying to get her unconscious still, guys?
Yes.
Bonk.
Yep, that'll do it. You don't even have to roll the extra crit damage. Alright, you take your great axe and you just smack it into her chest as hard as you can. Her eyes bulge, blood is spat out of her mouth. And incredibly, she's still standing.
Go to sleep.
That was a good crit.
Callan.
I'm gonna go up to her with my mace and conquer on the head, try to subdue her.
She's a tough old bag.
That's a hit. Alright, you finally whack her very hard across the face. You just go straight across the face. And she collapses onto the ground.
Tough old bird.
All of a sudden, her body starts to move. She starts sort of flailing around like she's convulsing on the ground. And then she catches on fire.
What the fuck?
Her entire
I
body
didn't do that.
catches on fire. And she starts to scream. Ah! 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 She's being burned alive, like she's spontaneously combusted. And she just screams. Ah! See you in hell! And then the fire just erupts. It's so hot that you're all forced to take a step back, lest you take some fire damage.
Whoa.
I look at the mace.
Mace is still glowing.
It's still glowing.
Yeah. Nothing has happened to the mace. And then you just watch her corpse just smolder and just burn to ash. And this blood trickles out. It's bright red blood. And it sort of hisses a little bit. And there's a flash of smoke. It was reminiscent of when a devil dies.
Wow.
And just sort of oozing out of that puddle there is just through her burnt dress are 2 keys.
You can take your manacles back too. I don't think she needs them.
Unless they burn, unless they burned up.
They're alright. They're just a bit hot. They'll be fine once
Okay,
they cool down.
I'll take them a little bit. It's like, Callan, what the f was that?
It was the mace you gave me.
All right. What else is in here? Like,
There's
is this
an
in like
altar.
what's it dedicated to?
So it's an alabaster altar. It looks like it's made from a single slab. It's got a white cloth draped over it, and then it's got this little flame hovering above the white cloth. It's actually a 9-inch tall, angel-shaped flame surrounded by a tiny ring of infernal runes, and it bears a vague resemblance to Zariel.
Like angels, Ariel, or demon?
Angel. It's an angel. Angel-shaped flame.
But it's just burning. It's just burning.
It doesn't have any sort of fuel source. It's surrounded by a ring of tiny infernal runes. It's a 9-inch tall flame erupting from the runes.
And what do the runes say?
They are not in a language. They're just some symbols, a part of a ritual.
Okay.
Each one is just a representation of the 9 layers of hell, 1 to 9.
Okay, I started and trying.
You want to mess with the runes?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put them out there. Scratch them off, whatever.
Yeah, they're actually just sort of burned into this cloth, and yeah, you have like what are you using to do that? Fingernails, dagger.
Silver dagger.
All right, use the silver dagger. When you press the silver dagger into one of the rune hisses and smoke comes out, and it actually then causes the entire altar to just crack into it, splits apart, and the flame goes out. And underneath the alabaster altar, what is revealed is obsidian, black obsidian. So you just see like a black altar within, and it looks very ominous actually, and that causes the 9 candles to go out as well on each of one of these candelabras.
Sweet.
Literally just cracks into in front of your eyes.
All right. I think our job here is done. Anything else we're supposed to do before we?
We
Is
gotta
there
go
like
back
a
for that guy that's in the jails?
yeah, and also like
the chest.
evil Hellrider man, and that other person. I
obvious.
forget her name. All right.
You forgot Ray Mantle.
Alright, you guys just see Thalamra is just a puddle on the ground, concentrated blood, viscera, and grossness.
So let's go back the ways we came down that hallways and picks up the
Yeah,
the
pick up
riders.
people along the way.
And then we could grab the other guys and goes up to the stairs. Now, I didn't see like rituals to disrupt or anything like that, so I'm a little concerned. But
Do we need to like look at the other doors? We missed a bunch. We skipped a bunch.
I mean, I don't care at this point.
Well, I mean, if there is a ritual here, we should probably stop it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
You've persuaded me.
yeah, there's a bunch of doors. Like plus
think
this.
I don't think we opened this one.
I think we did, right?
Oh, that's the kitchens next to the
Yeah,
other
that
one.
was the kitchen.
Yeah.
This one we haven't opened. The one down this corridor.
Okay. Leads on.
So once everybody's in position, I'll.
You head back to the dry hallway, and there's just another iron door here. It's not locked.
I'm just going to look into where Rhea and Thavius are there. You guys okay in there?
Rhea emerges with Thavius. She pushes him forward. Did you find her?
Yeah, we did. She was a devil, and
Yeah, I think a devil
she
burned her to death.
pooped
But
and died.
yeah, just
She
just
was a
stay there.
devil? What?
She was worshiping a devil.
She was worshiping a devil, and when we hit her, to try to subdue her, we tried to bring her in alive, but she went and caught on fire spontaneously and poofed in a puff of sulfurous smoke. Sort of like when you kill a devil.
All's truth. Just
Yep.
we
It's
had the manacles on her and everything, and then she just went,
Yeah, you can,
boom.
and then I show her
Did
the
you-
manacles.
Did you ask her about El Terrell?
No.
No, didn't
She's,
get a chance to.
Wasn't in the
We're
talking
going
in this
to.
mood.
She tried to punch me in the face, and then when we were trying to subdue her, she just like burned to ash. And I'll show her like the manacles, which are probably still slightly warm. We had these on her, but then she burst into.
I'm not getting anything out of this one. I keep questioning him about what happened to El Terrell. He keeps on playing the victim.
Well, we'll keep looking around for clues. So, in service of that, I'm going to open.
Please, I need to find out what happened to El Terrell. It is my sworn duty to save it.
Oh, we understand sworn duty. Like this guy. This guy is. All right. Once they step back into the room, I'm going to.
This room is just a vestry. There are 4 wooden wardrobes standing against the walls, and another iron door set into the north wall.
Okay. Then we'll look through the closets real quick. It's just like clothes and stuff.
Which one
Is
are you
it?
opening?
I'll open this one.
It's empty.
I'll open the one to the south of it.
You pull that one open, it's empty.
This.
It's also empty. You actually can't open one of the doors. They've just awkwardly placed them kind of
Yep.
a bit close
And this
together.
last one.
Alright, this one actually has 4 sets of black robes with 4 golden devil masks hanging on a
Huh.
shelf. 4 cultist robes.
All right. Did we already have proof that there were cultists here, right? Well, we did. We just killed a bunch of them.
Yeah. They're not cultists of the Dead 3 though. And also,
They're just like-
yeah, worshipping a devil is not illegal either. It's not a crime.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We'll open the store.
Probably wasn't El Terrell.
Rally.
Yeah. El Terrell would be, but not Baldur's Gate.
Or like most
Ray
other.
calls out,
sensible
"You're right,
places.
it is." Alright, as you
Thank
step
you.
into this room, Zygon, it's very, very dark. However, at the end of the hall, there are 2 robed cultists waiting. And the second you open the door, they attack you.
Hi. How
They
you
wear
doing?
the same black robes and the same thin golden devil masks as the ones that you just found and what the other cultists are wearing. And I'm gonna
They're
roll
not
for,
very.
I'm gonna roll for surprise because they do attempt to surprise you.
Okay.
Does anyone have a passive of 19 or higher? No. Alright, you guys are surprised. So you can't take an action or reaction on your first turn. Alright, the second you open this door, Zygon, the cultists are ready. Seem to be prepared for your arrival. And the cultist is just going to cast a spiritual weapon and this scowling devil's face, a spectral one, appears and attacks you. It misses, and then holy fire erupts from above you. It's like a purple holy fire. Sacred flame. Make a dexterity save.
I'm great at those.
Alright, it burns you for 7 radiant damage. And this cultist does exactly the same thing. A spiritual weapon. That misses, and then a sacred flame. You dodge the other sacred flame. Alright, let's end the surprise. Alondia.
Alright, I will move into the room.
So if you go diagonal through a wall, well, I mean, you can't go diagonal through a wall. So you have to go like around a wall. So you have to go on that square first. Yeah.
This one?
Any wall you can't go through if you go diagonal.
Well, how much movement is that then? That's what, 5? And then through
20 feet.
Is 10, yeah. I'm gonna use bonus action dash. So that's 20, 25, 30, 35. Am I gonna make it 35?
The spiritual weapons you can just pass through, right?
Yeah. They don't block anything.
I will shoot a bow at one of them.
Alright, you're at disadvantage because you're squeezing.
Can I move to there?
Sure. Which one are you attacking?
This one here.
That's a direct hit. It's a crit.
The snake doesn't, obviously.
Yeah, no sneak attack. Alright, you hit him with the arrow. It doesn't seem to like be a direct hit. It kind of glances him, but you see a little bit of blood just spatter against the wall. Raven.
Alright.
That's a hit. Alright, you thorn whip the cultist and dragging him closer. You're actually not close enough, Raven, so I'm gonna move you up.
Not close enough for what?
Thorn. Oh, you've got spell
60
sniper.
feet.
I forgot. Alright, in that case, let me move you back. Sorry, which one? It was the top guy, right? The bottom one. And you're dragging him closer?
Drag him over to Zygon, yep.
Alright.
Stick him.
You whip around his arm and he gets thrown forward closer to you. Nico.
Alright, 5, 10, 15. I don't see anything going on.
Yeah, you're like two rooms away from them. You're a bit far away.
25, 30?
They're like down a hallway in this direction.
Yeah, I'm okay here for now. Just heading on up. I'll dodge.
Okay.
And call it a day. Wait.
Seika.
Oh. Do I still have? I'll use my last shatter.
Alrighty. That shatter cracks all of the tiles and takes some chips out of the walls. It just sort of bangs against the iron door and rips through both of these cultists. Both cultists try to brace themselves for impact. And they do. They cross their arms. And they're sort of shifted back a couple of feet. The ground underneath them cracks. And yeah, both of their, like all their arms are all bloodied.
And I'll go using my wind movement. I will come back here.
Alrighty. You just sort of rise up, tornado back down to the corner. Sparkle.
Can I reach around with the glaive and catch the guy on the right? I can see part of his token.
That is Seikwa.
Yeah, that's Seika.
Oh, it
Please
didn't. Oh, wait, what about?
Definitely don't.
You won't reach. You won't be able to reach the cultist, but I'll be way too far away. When
They're at the end of a corridor.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
all
okay.
the people there are us.
Although I would pay you
Oh,
gold
darn
pieces
it!
so you do that.
You can dash
15,
in.
20, 25. I'll save that for next turn. I wouldn't have enough to get through.
Are you taking an action?
Dodge.
Okay. Zyken.
30 feet of movement to get here, also to block the door from them. Is this one more injured?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna smash that one.
That is a hit. Silver flail crashes into the cultist and he's all beaten up. He's knocked against the wall. Callan.
Okay. Can't even see him.
It's pitch black in this corridor.
I also cast a light spell on my mace, and that's it.
Right, that mace is actually already glowing. By now it's glowing even more. Should have given you a little bit of light, but that's a lot better.
Okay, so are they both injured?
Yeah, I mean this one doesn't really look hurt, but this one is looking injured.
Let's hold it dead on that one.
Didn't you just cast light?
Oh, I thought you said you're gonna give the light from my mace.
Well, it doesn't.
Yeah,
glow
I'll
that
cast
much.
light. If
It's
it's
like,
not, oh yeah, then I'll cast light then.
it's like 10 feet of dim light. It's not very much. Okay. This cult fanatic is going to bring the spiritual weapon over to Zygon. Actually, before that, it's going to cast Hold Person on you, Zygon. Make a wisdom saving throw. You resist. And as you feel the magic start to sort of create this force around you, you break free of it with your mind. And he brings his spiritual weapon over. And he tries to hit you with that as well. And it completely misses. This cultist is going to try and grab you, Zygon, for upcast inflict wounds. Lightning, purple lightning crackles from the cultist's hand, and it just gets expelled in the air as he misses you. And he then brings the spiritual weapon behind Callan and tries to hit Callan with the spiritual weapon, and that misses because of cover. Zygon's big face is in the way. At the start of this round, next round, this door opens, and there are 4 cultists running into or trying to run to the room. They just get stopped by Zygon. Each one is brandishing a scimitar, and you hear footfalls coming from behind you, Bargle and Nico, another group of cultists come running from behind you guys.
It's a trap.
6 more cultists come run down the hallway and surround you guys.
It's a tarp.
Alright, Alandir, you're up.
Drop my short bow and pull out my rapier and short sword. This one.
That's a hit. The cultist tries to jump back. You aim for his kidneys. You stab him quite deep. He chokes and his mask falls off. And it's just like a 30-year-old man. Just looks like a regular person. But he's wincing in pain and he sort of chokes out the words.
We are saved. You will burn.
But he's still standing.
Short sword.
Do you take the dual will defeat?
No. Do I have to? It says a
If-
bonus action, right?
Yeah, but if you you can only use light weapons if you want to do 2-weapon fighting. Rapier is not
Short
light.
sword. Thought it
And
was.
the main hand weapon has to be light as well.
Light. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was.
Only the
Okay.
D6 weapons are light. Rapier's not one of them. Short sword, scimitar.
So we can do a dagger though, then, right?
No, it's not the offhand that's the issue. It's the main hand.
Yeah, you couldn't do
Okay.
2-weapon fighting this turn because you have to be holding 2 light weapons.
Okay, and then bonus action, I'm gonna disengage.
Okay. Disengage or dash?
Dash.
Alright, he's going to opportunity attack you. He's going to try and stab you with a dagger. He hits. He quickly just whips that dagger. As he says that line, he slashes with his dagger and hits you for 5 piercing damage. Alright, Zygon, you sort of bottlenecked all these cultists here. And they're all just trying to like slash at you through the door frame. The door frame will give you half cover. And that misses. Meanwhile, down here, the cultist charges in, they're all like brandishing scimitars, and this one tries to attack Bargle, who's dodging. And he still hits you, Bargle, for 3 damage. Sort of charges in, scimitars above their heads, clash with you guys and start slashing. Raven.
Alrighty. I'm gonna blast him.
That's a hit. Despite
not
him
for
being
much.
seriously injured, he does dodge out of the way and the beam just cuts his arm. This cultist jumps back and just snaps a bolt into a light crossbow. His hands are trembling a little bit and he tries to line you up, Zygon, and shoot at you. And it's a miss. He ends up hitting above the door frame. Nico.
Okay, I see this guy in front of me, and I heard another one from down the hallway.
Yeah, there's like a cacophony of footsteps coming towards you from the hallway. Many pattering steps.
Okay. I'm going to... I guess I'll just drop a bonfire under this dude.
Okay. Fire erupts underneath him and he sort of screams as he starts jumping around, and then he sort of looks up to the roof Is this my choosing? Seems to think it's some sort of sign from his god. Thinker. That's a hit. Right, you run forward and you just impale him with the rapier. Hit him straight in his gut. He chokes and his life leaves his eyes as he falls back onto the ground dead. Bargle. That hits. You just take your great axe and slash him across the neck. And he just chokes. Coughs out blood as he falls to the ground. This cultist is going to try and wrestle you, Zygon. Grab onto you. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check to oppose a grapple.
Oh, that sucks.
He grabs you. He pushes you out back into the hallway and pushes you forward and just holds on to you there, throwing you from side to side, wrestling with you. Meanwhile, this cultist runs up to Bargle and slashes with its scimitar. It's a narrow miss. A cultist moves in behind him. Get out of the way! I've got him! And just has a crossbow in his hand. He tries to unleash a bolt at Bargle. And the bolt misses. It hits the cupboard behind you. Zygon.
Man. Alright. I'm gonna just hit this guy then. Actually, let me think. So, all these four can see me, right? These four? Two.
Yeah, if you can see them, then you would think that they can see you.
Okay. Nah, that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and hit this cultist.
As he's grabbing you and pushing you back, Zygon, you just slap that flail towards him. It just smashes him over the face, cracks his golden devil mask, and his body just twists around, crashes to the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, that was nice. Then I'll just move back where I was.
Okay. Callan.
I'm gonna cast spiritual hammer or spiritual weapon right here.
Okay.
It'll take the form of a large coin with spikes on the edges.
All right.
Then we're going to strike.
To keep track of it too.
Okay. Then we're going to strike that cultist with it.
That is a narrow miss. As you try to angle it towards Zygon, you can't quite see him properly. And whoosh, your swipe misses.
It's that whole action of bonus action?
That's a bonus action. And also with that particular spell, I don't think it does the spell tracking unless you click the damage. So you'll need to manually subtract the spell slot.
Okay. Then I'll do Toll the Dead on that cultist.
Alright. He fails, and he coughs out blood, black blood, and chokes. And he's not looking like he's in a very good way now at all. The cultist looks at you, Zygon. You monster! How dare
Devil
you!
worshiper, you.
We are saved. We will be spared when the city burns. You will become
Hey.
fodder.
Hey, you practice self-deception on your own time.
Damn, why won't this crossbow work? He's like struggling to like get it loaded properly, and then he just backs up. The cultist fanatic is going to he's seriously hurt. He's going to cast a hold person on Zygon. Make a wisdom save, Zygon. You actually succeed with an 11. And then with a last ditch attempt, he's gonna get one of these spiritual weapons. He's gonna try and hit you with it. And then it misses you. And then he runs here and he pushes against the wall. And the wall opens straight up. It swings inwards to reveal a secret door where you can see some sort of like ritual chamber. And then he like runs and provokes from you, Zygon.
Okay.
You miss. Swing the flail into the air. This cultist is going to try and attack you through the door frame, Bargle. Just try and poke you with his scimitar, and it misses. There's a lot of them there. This one will try and shoot at you, Bargle, and that misses. They're just all sort of stuck there at the door. And another one, he pushes through a little bit, tries to line you up with a crossbow and shoots, and that's a miss. Bolts are just flying randomly about. Alandir.
Alright, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna use cutting action so I can dash. 10. Attack him.
I can barely hear you. I think I've got you like turned right up as well.
I'm attacking him with the
Turn it up
rapier.
a bit more. Alright, you chase
Can you
after
hear
the
me now?
cultist, and in this room you see 4 candelabras surrounding what looks like some sort of infernal ritual rune. There's like a 9-pointed star and all sorts of runes here, and he's like just stood on it. And you come in and you hit him with the rapier, and he seems to be trying to pray, but his prayers aren't heard. You just impale him with the rapier, and he falls forward onto this rune, and his blood just starts to pool beneath him. This cultist will, as you're turning to swing at the one that just ran away, Zygon is going to try and do a cheap slash at you, and he misses, and then he quickly runs back into the other room. This room up here looks like some sort of quarters for the cultists. Raven.
Alrighty. 15 or rough terrain.
It's not difficult terrain.
12. No more cultists. I went down here, did.
There's just one dead one on the end of Alandir's rapier.
Other way, Raven.
Oh, there they are, way up there.
Yeah.
That one and pull them down.
That's a hit. Alright, you vine whip him around his neck and just drag him forward. He
There you go, my
squeals
friend.
a little bit. And as that vine whip disappears, he shoots his crossbow at you, Raven. And a bolt hits you for 5 piercing damage. The cultist then backs up against the far wall. Desperately tries to reload the crossbow. Nico.
Alright. It's just free to drop the concentration on the
Yeah,
flame, right?
you can drop it.
Right, I'm gonna move over here. That guy probably can swing at me.
Yeah, he will try and attack you. Just lunges forward with his scimitar and just Completely misses. Stabs nothing.
Then I'm gonna. And how tall? The ceilings here are 9 feet as well.
In the rooms, they're 10 feet high.
No, but in the hallway that outside where those guys are.
9 feet.
Okay. Well, in any case, I'm gonna drop my little whistle and drop a corgi over here.
He'll need
yeah, that's fine.
to fill up his hit points.
A corgi, like the dog.
Yeah.
It literally is a flame corgi.
It's awesome.
So all the folks within 10. Oh, so those 3, I guess.
Yep. Flame corgi appears with an explosion of fire as a shockwave of fire erupts outwards.
14
Flame corgi
damage.
appears, and DC is 12.
Let me look. I meant to edit last time. 13.
13. Okay. Right, these cultists, they start to look at the flame corgi, and they just catch on fire. And they just scream, and all 3 fall to the ground dead.
And I'll use my bonus action to have him flame seed that one. Wow.
You can just see like a orange flame just sort of erupt down the hallway, and then the flame seed actually just hits the door frame and explodes. And the smell of burning human flesh fills the area. Seika.
Okay.
Taken.
Heading into this room, you see a number of beds with footlockers at their bases, a couple more of these 9 candlestick candelabras, and 3 frightened looking people. Wearing black robes, golden devil
What?
masks.
I haven't even used my channel divinity on them.
They're like, their crossbows are visibly shaking.
Okay. I am going to do a thunder wave to hit these 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to be using one of my sorcerer slots.
Okay. Is your DC the same for sorcerer? Is your charisma
slots.
intelligence the
Spell
same?
slots are spell slots, aren't they?
It's
Oh
one
yeah,
less.
yeah. Spell slots are spell. It's you're thinking of warlock Seika. So the spell slots combined as a sorcerer, as a wizard multiclass. They're not
Just
separate.
get the same, and it's based on your level. So
Yeah,
whatever your
they're
spell
only-
slot for your level.
Yeah, they're only separate if you're a warlock.
Okay.
Did you have no spell slots left?
No, I had some left.
You had one
I had
left.
one left. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that's all combined there, depending on your spellcaster level. Alright, a thunder wave. You're going to destroy a couple of things here, so I'll let you decide exactly where it will be. It's like either there, there. I'll give it to you, and you can put it where you want to put it.
Well, I want to hit these 2, so I will do it where you have it right there.
Okay. Alright, when you do that thunder wave, it splits the wooden chest open, and it just rips this nearby bed to shreds, and it doesn't really destroy the entire chest. It just splits it open. The bed is shredded though, so if anyone wanted to use that bed, well, too bad. No, my bed. And this cultist, he is just thrown against the wall, ripped into pieces, and so is this guy. His like arms are ripped off, and he's like launched through an open door and hits like the far wall of the next tunnel over. He just gets launched. Bargle.
Alright, hitting the one in front of me.
That's a miss. Grabs the handle of your great axe, gets up in your face, making it too hard to effectively swing. You break away from that little scuffle, and then he comes in with his scimitar. And you just whack that blade to the side. Immediately, the cultist behind him has reloaded his crossbow and he takes a shot at you. And that misses you. Got cover.
Doing a great job, Bargles.
Zyken.
Is there any other cultists in there? It's like,
To the room to the north. You can't really see the whole
Yeah.
room. But one of them did run around to the side.
okay. Then I'll just 5. Oh, hello. 10, 15.
He
And-
like surrenders. No, please! And he just
All
holds
right.
his hands up in front of his face and just terrified.
Okay, I'll knock him out. I'll still swing, but it'll be as a knockout.
Yeah, we all know how that goes, Zyken. Alright, you
What?
just you whack him with the flail, but it doesn't quite knock him out. It just inflicts great pain to him.
Yep,
Ah!
that's okay. That's fine. Whatever.
You're killing me! He said.
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
Kill him.
Move in that room.
He's surrendering. Please don't kill him.
Help me! It's killing me!
I'll move my spiritual weapon in this room. Then I'll end my turn.
Do you want to say anything to the cultist?
Surrender. And die.
Or die.
I'm trying to! He keeps hitting me with the flail!
Drop your dagger and your mask.
I will.
I'll drop
Once
one
it's
of
his
them,
turn.
because it's 2 items.
It's not my turn yet. I'm trying. But then he drops his dagger and he takes off his mask.
Use dash again to get up.
Heading into this room, you see a dead couple of cultists being ripped to shreds, and then Zyken just beating on one of them with a flail.
Alright. I'll stab him with my rapier.
And that is a miss. Alright, he's going to drop his dagger. He will then just cower. Start begging for his life. Raven. Heading into this room, Raven, looks like all the cultists have been dealt with except for one who's pleading for his
Again,
life.
why are you... Torman, come. Talk to us.
You're cutting out of it there.
Oh,
Okay.
I
glad
tell
this-
him, Saigon,
Alright.
why are you beating up this poor man? Come, sir, stand, talk to us. Let's have some
Conversation? I know what I've done. Take me away.
Someone get some Calgon. That ends my turn.
Alright, Nico and Bargle are still got a couple of cultists here that they're fighting. Nico, you're up. I might just take everyone else out of the initiative actually. It's just lagging things down for no reason.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on over there, so I'll probably hear some things going. But I will drop a bonfire in this first one.
Alright, you drop a bonfire down there, and the cultist jumps out of the way of it.
It's very nimble. And then I'll tell Doggy to flame seed the same dude.
That hits him. And it erupts into his side, burns his robes, and he's looking quite burnt. Bargle. That's a hit. Alright, you just chomp him with the great axe. Blood flicks against the walls and he just gets cut straight down.
If I walk through the firewall, I'll be affected, or do I have to end my turn there?
I'm pretty sure if you enter it, you take damage.
Alright, I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna taunt the cultist. Come on.
He has his body's blood all over him, and he just cowers, and he just runs off, flees, sprints away. Alright, at the end of that battle, you guys can regroup, and we'll take a bio break now too. Take a 10-minute break. See you
And
guys back
time to
soon.
level up. Now?
No, you're a little ways away from the next milestone.
Ah, well. It was thought. Alright, see you in a bit.
I think you just leveled up like last session or something. Alright, I'll see you guys back soon.
Shh, quiet. Don't tell the GM.
Alright, I'll try not to. How's everyone doing?
Back.
Hello.
Good.
Okay, let's continue. So, it appears there was quite a large congregation of cultists living here. Obviously, they are revering Zariel in some way or another. However, one of them seems quite frightened and desperate to preserve his own life. The others just seemed arrogant enough to fall against some adventurers such as yourselves.
So what's up with this ritual chamber? I ask the remaining alive cult.
He calls out. He's still in this like sort of prone position. We use it to perform rituals. We can speak to our gods for guidance. That is where we receive guidance. That is where we have been told of our salvation.
So what's the plan for your salvation right now?
As you step into this room, Zagan, it's a 10-foot high vaulted chamber. The ceiling is plaster and is painted. It has these images of terrifying winged devils. They seem to all be looking down on this symbol embedded in the room's floor. And you can make a religion check to try and identify these devils. They look like imps, but they're way, way bigger, and they've got these long tails wrapped around their waist like a belt. Pit fiends. They are pit fiends.
I let the rest of the party know. I have no idea how I knew that, but I'll take it.
Maybe you Bible study.
Yeah. I actually remembered Bible
In
study
fact,
that
one
day.
day the priest told you this is not as bad as what the pit fiends will do to you now.
Well, you are a paladin.
I'm also a moron.
Those are
What is
ruthless.
the one page when he slammed your face into it? It was on the pit fiend page.
And so yeah, you take a as you're calling out to the cultists, you're taking a look around, and so there is this circular black disc of stone, and inscribed on the black disc of stone there is a 9-pointed gold star. There are infernal runes also etched around the stone, and there are also 4 wrought iron candlesticks bristling with some half-melted red candles surrounding the circle. That is where we commune. That is where we are offered salvation through worship. Baldur's Gate is in peril. We're all doomed now. I have failed.
Doomed by what?
Zariel. She will be gifted this city by Thavius. Just like she was Elturel. We are offered salvation by our prayers and devotion. I made a mistake. I just didn't want to die. That is all. I had some friends who were friends with the Vanthampurs. There was a book club that we joined. We would come to the library and read, and that is when they enlightened me with the holy text of Zariel. That is when we were brought down here. That is when we learned of the forthcoming and impending doom that will befall this city. And through devotion we could be saved. Now, I'm dead. We're all dead.
So this was the Thaddeus's idea. This whole
So I can.
this whole sacrifice. Go ahead. Sorry.
You get a response from the Hidden Lord.
Don't listen to him. Pathetic. He is obviously a worshipper of this fiend. I have already told Callan that great black orb above the city was nothing but an illusion that I manifested to bring out and expose Thaddeus. I'm telling you, I am a celestial being, but you're treating me like the fiend that I so revere, the fiend that trapped me in here. You must free me. I can save El Terrell. I can help you. But not if my powers are being suppressed. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Their whole cult, it's a lie. The Archduchess of Avernus, she will burn them. She will see them all turn into puddles of ichor and rise as lemurs. They will not be saved. Their souls will be captured. Join her infernal army. You're best off sparing him this torture.
Yeah, no. Back in the bag you go. Doo-doo-doo.
I'm in the bag. A bag cannot
Well,
deny me my power.
yep. I'm just I'm just going to yell out to the crew. It's like, guys, the shield is trying to corrupt me again. Just let FY.
You can't just put a sock in my mouth. It doesn't work like that. It's a telepathic voice.
I thought you were already fallen.
I start like
Zygon.
I don't want to be double fallen. I'm starting to think about pink elephants. So
Zygon.
that's what
I have saved you.
I start singing Baby Shark in my head. Do, do.
That's a cute song.
But do you not remember the pact that we made, Zygon? I granted you a second chance at life. You swore to me that you would serve me, and I will serve you. We will serve each other.
Tell you what, if you're really a celestial being, then you would be okay with us finding that out, because I'm not smart enough to know whether you are or not. The Lord Torm already gave me signs that you aren't. And yes, I do owe you a debt, but not enough to endanger everybody else on this plane.
This is an infernal prison. That noxious odor that you smelt, that is the very essence that corrupts me.
I mean,
don't
I'm
get
willing to listen. But we'll just have to wait a little bit until people smarter than me figure out whether that's true or not.
I
You
know
have
where
no
we can
choice,
go to help
Zygon.
find out about him.
See, I got a friend here who knows a guy who knows a guy.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
There is some repercussions. You've made a deal, Zygon.
Yep, that's
So-
fine. I will take the hit, whatever.
Nothing happens right now.
Okay.
But you feel like there may be repercussions. Make me a religion check to try and think about what could be those repercussions. Alright, firstly, your soul could be forfeit. All of your monetary wealth and property and powerful magic items could be forfeit. You could grow into the fiend that you fear. You may grow horns, a tail. I've heard people waking up with cloven hooves for breach of contract. Or you could gain some horrible flaw. But the Hidden Lord does not feel that you've breached the contract yet. It's going to be pretty bad if you do, though. Something bad is going to happen.
Okay.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt, Sykin. For now, taking me with you is satisfactory, so that I may not fall to the hands of these foul, evil entities. But I must warn you, leaving me here would have been also a bad mistake. There are others who seek me. A group known as the Knights of the Shield. They will hunt me. They are evil. And they will use my powers for evil things.
Good to know. I let the rest of the party know that as well. It's like there might be like other people also after this the shield, which is probably not a surprise.
Well, we should hide it because there is an elf looking for it.
Oh, where is this elf?
That elven noble we ran into.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yep. Yeah, we'll keep it hidden for now. See
And
what...
I don't really feel comfortable giving it to her. Her family isn't the nicest.
I mean, it sounds like our closest, like our most reliable person we can talk to about all this infernal nonsense would be that your countryman, right? Inside the dungeon.
I was thinking about going to Silvara down in Candlekeep.
Okay.
She's also the one that hired me to find him.
But can we get out to here? I mean, so
Yeah, we should. We should.
Locked up.
Yeah, we should probably like close out this this whole cultist thing, and then we'll proceed from there.
Did we disrupt this ritual that was going on?
I don't know. Was there rituals going on?
Yeah, they seem to be like mostly just milling about in these rooms. Some of them maybe are like reading a book, just hanging out here for the most part. Doesn't look like a ritual was in process.
All right,
This
then
cultist tries
we
to
should.
crawl away.
No.
He's crawling along the ground. His head just bumps into his Zygon, and he looks up at you.
Yeah. Yeah, I just look down on him and then just Dikembe Mutombo style.
He crawls in between these two beds and curls up through like this bed's completely destroyed as well. It's just like the tattered, shredded bits of cloth.
Are we gonna go back and empty the chests? I mean, get Rhea.
Can we somehow get her out of the room before we do it? I really do not want to listen to her.
Oh, I'm sorry, that spoils the war.
Oh, I agree
Well,
with you. I just don't
I'm
want
not so
to
sure
listen
that's
to
how
her.
that all works, but okay.
She wanted to just be sure that like the Duke was was bad.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll manacle this cultist and just drag him along as part of our entourage, and then I think we should just go ahead and head out. Well, let's go. I'll go ahead and search the room first, like all the these chests.
All of these footlockers they just contain clothes, just regular clothes, either some nobles' clothes or just common clothes, just what the cultists were wearing before they changed into their robes.
Aw, that's cute. All right, then we'll just head on out. Pick up our itinerant like NPCs and head on out. So we'll grab Rhea, Thaddeus, and the dude in the jail cell.
Battlestar.
And the contents of the rest of the chests.
Alright, so you've got the cultists in custody and you just drag them with you, Zygon. And you're heading back to go meet up with Rhea. You head back through these hallways, and Rhea is just there with Thaddeus, awaiting your return. She looks at the cultists and smiles. I'm glad that you didn't just kill these people. Perhaps they were misguided.
Why are you looking at me like that?
So,
So yeah,
did you find
this
any more
guy's-
evidence of what has happened to El Terrell?
Well, this guy is willing to testify. My understanding is he is saying that, yeah, Thaddeus was the one who started all this worship.
Thaddeus looks at him. You little wretch. Your soul will burn in hell for this betrayal.
Oh, you're talking about betrayal. That's rich.
Huh. I may have said a little bit too much to you all. But do you really think that anyone's going to believe the wagging tongue of some crazed cultist? I am the
from
High
my
Overseer of El Terrell. You are peons, low-ranking soldiers. They'll take my word over yours. You have no proof of this, and I will be saved.
I pull out my iPhone and show him the video we just took of him.
I just pull out my iPhone. It's been set on record this whole time.
I still see his candle just casting this like very ominous looking shadow. But even then, if you think about it, what evidence do you have?
We got the box and the things that's in there. So it says about
Yep.
you.
Also got
Alright, Rhea sort of, this is news to her. What about the box?
The contracts that's the people signs with the devils are stored inside these boxes, and we thinks that the ones that he's made is inside this one.
What?
Yep.
She looks
We didn't
even
want to
more shocked.
We didn't want to what do you call this? We didn't want to alarm you until we actually heard it from the trader's mouth. So we do have proof. So he's not getting away.
Thaddeus? I've saved myself. You'll never get that box open. Never.
Oh, I'm sure there are people in Candlekeep that can open it.
What? Impossible.
We've got friends in high places.
No. No, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I was tricked.
Yeah.
I was coerced. These devils. They threatened me. They said they would do all sorts of things to me. I was forced to. My family was in danger.
I'm just going to punch him. It's like, stop. You're embarrassing paladins everywhere.
Alright, you punch him, Zygon. And Rhea just sort of lets it happen. She doesn't try to show it, but she just lets it happen. And then he just starts to sob. And then he starts screaming and he tips his head back and he catches on fire. And for a brief moment, you see another shadow of some large horned devil on the wall next to Thavius's, point a finger at him, like the silhouette of a shadow does, and Thavius just spontaneously combusts, and he just screams as he burns to the ground.
This is what happens
Well,
when you go back on contract, Saigan.
Rhea
Well, I'd say that's our proof.
yay.
screams as well.
Wow, so
We
you're very
really.
bad at knocking people's out there. It's like,
What did you do to him, Saigan?
I'm just looking at my fist. It's like, you know what? I'm going to stop
I
punching
think
people
his,
unless I
his
want
own,
them.
I think his own sins caught up with him, Rhea, and the devils came to take what was due.
I would love to read that contract.
Well,
we got
we're-
to go
it's
to
left-
Candle's Keep, but there's not much as here that we can do. We should
Yep.
start gets to the getting.
So this
Yep,
treasure here, it must be the treasure that the Vanthampurs are using to fund the cultists of the Dead 3.
Oh, good. So we'll take it all.
You feel like you should be obligated to confiscate it.
Yep, I'll confiscate it.
Okay. And Rhea just seems fully, like, completely beat at this stage. She's just, like, left stunned. And sobbing. Alright, yeah, none of the chests are locked. And this first coffer contains 30 electrum ingots.
What is this strange metal? I've never seen it before.
They're worth 10 GP each. It's okay because each one is worth 10 GP, so... Rhea starts handing them out, apparently. There you go. Alright, the next chest. 3, 4... No, sorry, 2, 3, and 4, we'll call them. These ones. They each contain 100 gold pieces. That's 300 gold.
Okay.
This coffer and this coffer, they each contain 150 platinum pieces. Packed to the brim with platinum. 300 platinum pieces. 3,000 gold. And the final chest contains 20 azurite gemstones. Each gemstone is finely cut and polished, and one of the sides of the gemstones, when it's held up to the light, it vaguely bears the image of a 5-headed dragon. So we'll just call them azurites that were stolen from Tiamat's horde.
Got it.
So you want to take those?
Yeah, we'll take all. We'll take all of them.
Okay. Alright, you scoop up all that treasure. And you want to go touch base with Valister?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Go and free him. I'll just move him over to you guys. Don't worry, I will come to you. Alright, you free him. And he just sort of looks around. You guys come back to this area maybe. Looks around. Oh, it looks like Thavius met an untimely end. Not a matter. It is the puzzle blocks that Silvira wants. So, what's it like in Baldur's Gate at the moment? I've been locked up for several days. Are they still shunning people?
Yes,
Uh,
most definitely.
Sun went out, I think.
That is nothing new. Nothing I'm not used to. My whole life I have been shunned by the Baldurians.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the sun
And
going
someone
away.
blew out the sun.
Because if you were saying that that's a normal occurrence, I would have been like, wow.
You're pretty sure that that big 400-foot diameter black orb above the city is gone. It's an illusion crafted by the Hidden Lord. Alright, so...
Oh, okay.
Alright, Fallister, he says to you all, so what will your next move be? As I mentioned, my friend Sylvia, she'll be very interested into seeing the puzzle blocks, and I do believe she can open it.
Good. Well, I think first, those of us who are still under the quote-unquote employ of the Flaming Fist can consider that a job well done. And then I think we'll all head to Candle to see this through.
And how do you propose that we will get out of the city?
Don't forget the brothels.
Maybe. Yeah, that's good questions you got going there.
Yeah,
Do we know of any ways? I mean, are they real? They're stopping everybody from leaving.
I
too,
could
right?
have sworn you hear I heard one of you say, I serve the Flaming Fist! Or was I
Well,
imagining
yes,
that?
but no. But the Flaming Fists, well, they might send us out, but they also might not. So it's kind of a risk.
Are you not
if
Flaming
there's no
Fist?
other options. Yeah.
Why don't you just open the gate?
Oh, because we're like the Flaming Pinky.
we're like,
Flaming Pinky?
We're the
Like
flaming
very
Very,
insignificant parts of the Flaming Fists.
yeah.
the flaming
Like-
baby alligator.
Like
Ah.
the fingernails. But we could try, it's definitely. That's a
I'm
good
sure
plan.
you've done such a good job that your superiors may turn a blind eye, especially if you have evidence of all of this that you'll need to verify.
Yeah. We're definitely going to tell our Captain Zods all about that. And hopefully he'll let us go. But if he doesn't, then we gotta be like, please?
This
And then if he says
conversation
no.
is very productive and all, but my kaftan is getting soaked. Must we have this conversation here? And I do not like lavender personally.
Oh, yeah, no, yes, sure. Let's,
Yeah,
wants
let's.
to go up, I think we should go back up the secret stores, not up through the house, just in case, because the other cultists ran that way, and you never knows.
So yeah, we can just head on out. Maybe meet up somewhere after we report to the Flaming.
Very
You
well.
can head to the inns, and maybe we can go there. It's not too far from the gates.
What inn? There are many inns in Baldur's Gate.
The nice ones that I forgot the names of already.
Well, there is
what?
3 old kegs. There
Oh.
is
Go fish.
Elf Song Tavern, that is a popular
Elf songs. That's it. That's the ones right there. That one.
Oh, very well then. The Elf Song Tavern. There is one little problem.
Mhm.
How will I get out of the upper city? I don't have any coins. I don't have the money to pay the gate toll.
Oh, you can come with us for that part, and we'll pay your ways
Yeah,
for there.
we'll pay for all of us. So
Yeah.
just hang out. Just hang out. We'll all go to Candlekeep at the same time.
I should go with him.
Who had said that?
Don't really want to confront the flame. I'm Rayo Mantamorn. She holds up her hand. Rayo Mantamorn! Alright, Veltro. Yeah,
Okay,
she,
so yeah,
you,
that's
if
fine.
you, when you guys were cool, she had a fight with like the Flaming Fist, so she's
Oh,
actually
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
by them.
Yeah, just hang out with.
Yeah.
Just hang out at the inn, and we'll all go together, like one big happy family.
Please don't be long. That puzzle box. I don't really want to leave it out of my sight if it holds the key to saving El Terrell.
Oh, it won't leave our sight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very well. I trust you all.
Okay, so let's get to the gettins.
Alright, you guys emerge up through the secret exit in the stable house, and you emerge to a bright, well, for Baldur's Gate, overcast sky. It's raining. It's still gloomy, but there is no more 400-foot diameter orb of blackness blotting out the sun. People seem to have really mostly panicked, and people seem to be all holed up in their houses, but except for the watch. The watch don't really seem too vexed. They just are going about their business. You guys move out of the upper city down to Baldur's Gate, and who doesn't have a watch token or
I don't. I get my way.
a Flaming Fist badge? So, Nico, Seika.
Yeah, I think I gave mine to what's her name.
Alright. The toll is 24 copper pieces for 4 people. 6 copper each. So,
Hey, big spender.
2 silver pieces and 4 copper. So cross
Okay,
that off.
I'll pay three silver pieces. Because
Okay.
I don't like dealing with change.
They nod. Alright then, on you go. Huh. Strange weather we've been having around here.
Yes, it's quite bad.
Right. The situation in the lower city is everyone seems to have converged over towards the Basilisk Gate trying to escape. Like, there are still like doomsday criers on the streets just yelling out, "This is the day of redemption! Baldur's Gate will fall like Elturel. We are doomed. We are being punished for our sins." And Rhea and Phallus depart ways with you guys. They head to the Elfsong Tavern. And, oh yeah, this is Phallus's character. He's like joined your party now, but not right now.
Cool.
Alright, so, yeah, Captain Zodge is stationed at the Basilisk Gate. So, is that where you guys are going now to report to him?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And
Works for me.
you head on over there. Just grab everyone. Alright, you have to pretty much push through an absolute mosh pit of people. There is like 3 times the amount of people trying to escape the city than there was the first time you'd approached the Basilisk Gate, and the violence has intensified. You see an increased number of Flaming Fist soldiers holding everyone back, and it just almost looks like a brawl. Captain Zod is just like knocking people out left, right, and center, and the Flaming Fists are even brandishing weapons, and they don't like cut people down, but you feel like they're not too far off. So this is like the Eastern Gate. This is like the main entry exit from Baldur's Gate into the outer city from the lower city. So you guys to see all the common folk trying to escape. These are all the Flaming Fist guys here. They wear the red tabards. And this is Captain Zodge.
Alright. Yeah, so I guess we'll just like call out to the captain if we could meet him off to the side a little bit.
I called the captain. Please bring me my wine.
Oh yeah, as you guys left as well, as you guys look over, and you just see Captain Zodge just like blood all over his gauntlet. He's just in the middle of like knocking this old dude out, just knocking his teeth out onto the ground. You hear a little meow.
Lumberjack.
It's Slobberchops.
Where is it? Oh. That's
Slobberchops
cute.
has followed you guys. A little Tressum.
Hello.
I give some food to Bims to give to her.
Where is Slobberchops? I can't find Slobberchops. Oh, there we go.
looks
Okay.
old and worse for wear.
Yeah, I'm saying like an old ass cat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like he looks kind of mean, actually.
Yeah,
He looks like he would be slobber chops.
Slobberchop's kind of is. Anyway, yeah.
Up and down and pick them up. You don't. Dangerous to be on the ground around all these people.
Yeah, Slobberchops does like a cute sort of meow, and its raggedy fur is just completely soaked. It just adds to its already pissed off looking demeanor. And it does like a cute meow to get your attention. And when you pick it up, it lets out this like meow. It's deep, like not so cute meow. Meow. And then just starts scratching around for some food. Meow.
I'll feed it some ration.
Right, it just starts to rip the rations apart. Chews that up. Alright, Captain Zodge is in the midst of just knocking this guy out. And he shakes his hand a little bit. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's one way to fix the arthritis. What do you want? And he turns around like getting ready to punch you, Raven. You want some too? Wait.
It's like,
You there.
We serve the.
I remember you. You're one of those adventurers that I conscripted.
yeah?
Hasn't been much of a peep from the cultists. Isio, Oliver, Talkara, hold the gate. About sick of these goddamn refugees. How can you be a refugee in your own city? Next person who tries to push through the gate gets cut down. Permission to use lethal force. Get over here, all of you. Who the hell are these? And he points to those who weren't conscripted.
Oh, we found them on the way. They've been helpful. But yeah, and then we'll
You
tell
found them
him
on the way. How cute.
Yep. So yeah, we'll
Where's the
just
rest
brief
of
him
you?
real.
Stays didn't do so well. So.
Let me move you over, Nico.
Yeah,
So
the
I was
ones
trying to hide in the
that,
commoners.
You can hide if you want.
No, that's fine.
So what are they, prisoners?
Who are these folks?
Yeah. I don't remember conscripting this many.
They
I ain't
helped
paying
stop.
you all, that's for sure. I don't give two shits if you helped out. If that's what you come here for.
No, we're just finishing off our duty to you. So yeah, and then we'll tell him like an edited.
Where's that other
version
one, the
of-
prisoner? That little gnome.
Oh,
Whatever he was.
he ran off. He didn't like us so much.
Alright. Well, I'll make sure that he won't be running ever again once my men find him. You've done well from what I've seen. Hasn't been much cultist activity. What the fuck is that? And he points at Slobberchops.
The flying cat.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Show it that to me.
No. Yeah, sure. I mean,
What? Show it to me. That's an order. I'm your captain.
Yeah. We'll just show the cat real quick.
And not
is that?
hiding slobber chops.
He like grabs it, like picks it up by the scruff and holds it up to examine it.
Hey, be gentle.
What did you say to me? Be gentle.
Yes.
I'm Captain Zodge, captain of the Flaming Fist. You speak to me again like that, and I'll have 3 of my men cut you down right here on the street. And this cat, it's looking a bit fat, a bit big. Soltus! Soltus! Bring me a peacock! Aye! You see this battle-hardened, Flaming Fist veteran, big scar over his eye, hulking man. He
I
heads
get one,
into,
and I start to undo my codpiece.
heads over to a nearby tower in the gatehouse, and he pulls out a box with, like, it's a small box It's like a shoebox. Aye, my lord. And he opens the lid, and there's like the tiniest peacock you've ever seen jammed inside this box. He grabs the peacock by the neck and lifts it out and compares it to Slobochop's. Huh. Don't you know the law? No animals bigger than a peacock are allowed within the walls. I'm gonna have to put this cat down.
Well, it's actually proofs of the wrongdoings of the Vanthampurs. That's why
Huh?
we kept it.
Proof?
Yes.
Proof about
She
what?
talked to our druid.
Because that's not your normals cats. It's
Others
actually
were worshipping devils, and they brought all this on. They were involved in the Ulster Fall as well.
exactly.
Got wings. I could make it look like a normal cat by cutting its wings off.
You could, but I think it has to do with something that there's some proofs that we're looking for. That we actually were looking for permissions to go to Candlekeep to do some researches on some infernal things that we found in the Vanthampurs.
Alright,
It would be right good because it'd be making funds of all those Hell Riders from Elturel and make them all look sillies. So
Make a
we thought you'd
persuasion
like
check.
Sure. But I'll use my inspiration on this one too.
Okay, you have advantage then.
Ooh.
Well, as a member of the Flaming Fist, I should listen to you. Thing is, you're not members of the Flaming Fist anymore. I revoke all of your rights and badges. This cat dies! And he just like throws it to the ground, steps on its tail, draws his long sword, and just as he's about to bring the sword down on poor Slobochop's neck, your meeting is interrupted. Captain Zodge looks shocked. In fact, it looks like he's seen a ghost. His eyes just widen as he looks towards the gate. And heading on in through the gate is several more Flaming Fist soldiers. They're clad in plate armor. And Captain Zodge, he immediately just falls to his knee and puts his head down. You see a woman leading these Flaming Fist soldiers. They're moving in quickly. It's just she's just sort of almost lost in this steel steps of armored soldiers with swords. You do notice her white cloak and graying hair parts her from the rest. Are these maniacs who stirred up every nest of rats in this godforsaken city? Where is the captain? Where is your captain? The Flaming Fist soldiers point towards Captain Zodge, who's like just about to like kill Slobochop's.
I'm gonna try to rescue Slobberchops from him.
Slobochop's, he takes his foot off Slobochop's tail, and Slobochop's hisses and quickly goes to Seika.
You are not fat.
Oh, he's fat.
The commander marches over, and you see the Flaming Fist soldiers fan out, trying to make some sort of sense of the craziness that's going on in the city. Captain Zodge actually looks like a little bit scared. You've never seen this, and he has his head down as the rain just pours through his tangled hair. Commander Porter! I was told you wouldn't be in Baldur's Gate for at least another 10 days. That's what the city's government wanted you to think, Captain. What is going on here? It's Duke Liara Porter, fresh from Cholt at Fort Balerion.
These were just given Captain Zodge's an updates of some evil cultists that were operating here, and their plots to befall the same thing the Baldur's Gate has happened to Eltra.
What were you doing with that poor Tressum, Captain Zodge?
Commander. The Tressum. It was bigger than the peacock.
Threatening to cut off its wings.
What? This is how you're spending your time, Captain Zodge? Finding the smallest peacock you can and picking on poor house cats? Get into my office immediately, Captain Zodge. Right now!
Yes, Commander.
He runs off.
And don't forget robbing pheasants. He's been doing that too, feeding them up and taking their first.
I'll deal with him. Don't you worry. And you all, you bear the Flaming Fist badges.
He conscripted
just
us.
got fired.
Yeah, he conscripted us, and then I think he fired us. I'm not sure.
I hand her back the badge. Here you go.
I trust you've all been adequately compensated.
Not yet.
Well, so if threatenings us and things were compensated, then yeah, but not so much. We were just actually looking to go follow through with some of the things that we found that were very disturbing. So we were heading off to Candle Keeps to continue our duties, but Zodge didn't like us doing that.
Don't you worry about Zodge. I'm in charge now. I've just finished up my time at an outpost in Chult called Fort Balurian. It's quite a ways away. My uncle, Duke Dillard Porter of Baldur's Gate, one of the two remaining governmental leaders, told me of the situation here. I was summoned at once to take control of the Flaming Fist. I am the new acting Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. My trip here was expedited by magic. I just arrived moments ago to see the chaos. You will give me a report of everything that Captain Zodge had you do.
All right, we did.
Alright, we can roleplay it if you want, or you can just say that you tell her like everything.
We tell it all.
It's quite a story.
Yeah.
I can't keep.
Alright, she takes you into like a nearby guardhouse out of the rains. It's like a long hall. There are banners lining the walls of Baldur's Gate and the Flaming Fist. And there are several seats for you all and some dirty ale that you can drink if you want. And she seems to have some level of respect for you all. And she seems to want to get things done. Firstly, how much did Captain Zodge offer to pay you all?
I don't actually remember.
I forget.
Wasn't it like 50 gold apiece? It seems like a ridiculous amount at this point.
It was 100 each.
100 each. Okay, there we go.
And you there, Cleric of Timora, did you help with these investigations?
Actually, they rescued me and the half elf over there. We were captured by that noble family.
But you helped us when the cultists attacked us.
Yep, you totally
Yes.
did.
Yes, we did.
And
So
you as well,
technically, yes,
prisoner.
we did.
And what of you, lady? Don't fear me. I know that Baldurians have an unsavory history with people from Little Kalimshan. But I'm not like other people. I'm here to make things right. Did you help them?
Oh, I'm from actual Kalimport, but yes, I joined up with them when they went into the estates.
Yes, she's been helping for even longer than that.
I'm sure whatever crimes you've committed, I'm willing to overlook them. She just like assumes you're a criminal.
I didn't commit any crimes.
Yes, exactly.
All right. I like that.
Very well.
Oh, she understands.
You all should be compensated, and she sees to it that you're each paid 100 gold pieces. Add that to your own personal inventory. 100 gold.
Okay. Ooh, 109.
So you tell her the whole story about the cultists of the Dead Three, Vanthampur Villa, and the Vanthampur family, the Infernal Puzzle Box, Phallus the Fisk, and the Shield of the Hidden Lord. The whole story. This is some alarming news. And, oh yeah. Do you tell her about Raya as well?
Yep, we do.
Yeah.
We do?
She just sort of shakes her head when she hears that Hell Riders are being hunted. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Why would the Hell Riders be responsible? They are the ones that are sworn to protect the city. And I'm sure they wouldn't wish it upon Baldur's Gate, as much as I'm sure they probably wish it would happen sometimes. They don't mean it in their heart of hearts, I'm sure. So, you're looking to travel to Candlekeep now?
Yeah.
I would urge you do that. You should seek out this sage. Perhaps she will be able to unlock this puzzle box and the mysteries that is contained within it. Although I cannot help you on your journey, my concern is Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate only. But if you care for El Terrell, obviously this Hell Rider does, then you should go. You should go to Candlekeep. You may be able to save the city.
We think so.
Thank you.
That's the plan.
Thank you very much for doing your part to help Baldur's Gate. I'll try and clean up the mess here. And what do you think I should do about Captain Zodge?
Well, he looks like fellows that shouldn't be in authorities anymore. He seems to be abusing peoples and stuff like that. But...
A court-martial and perhaps some jail time would be sufficient for him.
But that's up to you. I'm not really much into how the Flaming Fists deal things. I just see that he's not a nice guy, and he's doing more harms than good.
Very well. I will take your opinions into consideration. I can make it possible for you to leave Baldur's Gate. We can open the Basilisk Gate for a short time, but you must understand, we must keep the gates closed.
We just got to pick up a couple things, and a few of our companions also are at the Elf Song's Inn, so we can be back in like half an hour and be ready to go.
I'll need a little bit more time than that. At least a day or two. Because I'll organize you all horses, if you like. And I can even provide a cart if you need it for your supplies. It's about a 5-day journey down to Candlekeep.
Sounds good to us. We can look for a few things that we may need.
Mr. Porter, may I ask you a question?
Of course.
I was captured for quite a while, so I want to clarify some things that's going on in the city. So they're fearful that Baldur's Gate will meet elsewhere else fate, so they're keeping the gates locked to prevent people from getting in and getting out? Is that correct?
Yes, I've not had a full report of the situation as I've only just arrived. But yes, the Elturellians, they have nowhere to go. The entire city has been torn away from the material plane. People are saying it's been dragged into hell. And this is causing, obviously, an absolute travesty within the walls of Baldur's Gate. First, these cultists are rising up, taking opportunities to kill as many people as they can with the absence of the Grand Duke. And Other people are falling victim to the hearsay and rumors that Baldur's Gate is soon to follow.
Isn't there any powerful wizards in Baldur's Gate that could travel to Hell and confirm this about the fate of El Toro?
He just goes to hell? That sounds like a terrible plan.
I'm not sure. Baldur's Gate isn't exactly known for their arcane prestige. You could try the wizard at Sorcerer's Sundries, perhaps? But all of the sages, because we're in quote close proximity to Candlekeep, where do you think they would rather spend their time? A vast library of knowledge or a rat-infested lower city?
She makes excellent points.
Well, then we're off to Candlekeep.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. You're an honor to the Flaming Fists. I'm proud to serve you.
Thank you. I will need to take your badges back, though.
Oh,
All right.
Sure. Yeah, here. I actually don't have a badge.
What did you do to it? Where is it?
I left it at the Elfsong Inn.
Well, you drop it to me. So,
Mhm.
how many days of preparation do you need before you depart?
I need to retrieve my equipment, and I'm assuming so does Alandir.
You found your equipment.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you
Found
guys
it.
got your equipment. Yeah, you guys got. If I remember right.
Yeah, it was in the chests. The chest that Raven wanted to just leave.
Well, do we need do we need to find a spellcaster to identify this mace?
No.
You can do it on long rest.
Yeah, you can. Actually,
Or
you could have
short
done
rest,
it
yeah.
last time you had a short rest, but you can just identify it now. It's actually just a +1 mace. But it also sheds bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim for another 5 feet.
Awesome.
And
Glowing mace.
yeah, it just permanently glows like a torch. Does not require attunement. And the what about the shield? Anyone want to identify the shield?
Yeah, I'll identify
It's
the
a
shield.
shield of holding devils or demons or
Item of
angels
great
or that.
evil.
Nope, it
Or
is
great,
a
good.
+2 shield. And it also gives you resistance to fire damage.
Huh.
And I have
Any
more
to it?
powers. More that I can grant you. And yeah, when you identify it, you feel like you're only identifying what the shield wants you to.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll do some consult.
That's right, Zyken. You didn't realize I was a +2 shield, did you?
I know, right?
Temptation.
Damn, you should have said that at the start.
I'm the +2 shield of the Hidden Lord.
Should have said that.
That's
What
all
a
you
war
had to
gimme.
say.
I have more powers that I can grant you, but I must use them sparingly.
We'll talk. You and me. We'll talk.
Alright, with that, you guys head back to the Elfsong Tavern.
Quick question, guys. Is anybody gonna be using that +1? Anyone else?
No, I guess not.
Not me.
+1 what?
+1
Mace.
mace.
I mean, I could, but if there's a warrior that could wield it better than me,
Because I would like to use it, and then I can give up this silvered flail eye.
What is
If you're-
silver weapons good for?
Demons,
Demons?
devils, vampires,
Oh,
werewolves.
It's also the head of it is also a skull. So if you're into that, that's
Would you like a little skull on the head of the mace?
Or maybe I can just punch people. Apparently, when I punch people, they get on fire. So yeah, if no one objects, I would like to start using the mace +1.
Well, the cleric of Timor can use it too, either way. Unless he's a two-handed type, sir.
No, but I'm a shield and mace. No, you go ahead. You're a fighter type, right?
Paladin, but yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I'll put the silvered flail back into the party loot then. So if anybody wants to.
I like to get before we take off, get some studded leather, and then if it's possible, use some of the loot to silver my rapier.
You can buy anything you like from the PHP. You don't have to role play it. You literally just take a look, cross the gold off your character sheet, and add the item to your inventory. Anything from the player's handbook is available. And I think I actually have a handout with the shops, yeah. There's a folder called Shops of Baldur's Gate. You can look through it all. There's also some scrolls for purchase and some potions as well. And there is a small magic item store as well called the Sorcerer's Sundries. They have a random selection that sort of, they get a new stock every 10 day or so.
I'm gonna hit him up for one of them gems that I can bond with a weapon.
You want a Ruby of the War Mage?
If that
Is that the one where you put the ruby in the weapon and it becomes a spell focus?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, you can get that. It's 50 gold pieces.
Sweet. And then I need a Melvin chain.
Common
do we
magic
have
items you can get pretty easily. They sell a lot of common magic items.
Do we have enough cash to get get plate?
Nope. Not after a rapier and the Melvin chain.
Is Elven Chains, that's a common magic item?
Did you... Elven Chain?
When did we get Elven Chain?
Yeah, we didn't get
That's
Elven chain.
We're looking
I mean, you should have probably over 5,000 gold pieces in that party loot now.
Yeah, PP is already at 3,000.
But anyway, we won't get too much into shopping right now. But I would suggest doing that in between sessions. You may want to discuss it in the Discord channel, or just split the gold 7 ways, and then everyone can buy what they want. Or maybe you guys will come to agreement that you want to buy a particular item for someone. So the gold Alandir, you can use your own to get the studded leather and whatnot, and then you want 100 gold to get your weapon silvered.
Yeah, that's all I want actually right now. It's fine.
All right, does that sound good to everyone?
He's got 100 gold. He just got it. So.
Actually, I want to silver one of my weapons as well because, yeah, that half damage stunk.
Well, apparently, Alandir and I are going to the same shops because I want to do the same thing.
Maybe what we'll do is
Let's go.
in the Discord channel, everyone put like what they want to buy, do a wish list, and then I'll add it all up, and then you guys can sort of sort that out like that.
Okay.
And then you have a fair idea, because I imagine everyone wants to buy like something to upgrade of armor, upgrade a weapon, probably want a silvered weapon as well if you're going to be fighting more devils. Also, Candlekeep is a pretty big city as well. You may want to purchase some things there, or even wait till to see what they have to offer there. You can imagine they have some magic items too. Everyone should take a long rest though at this stage, and you guys will be back in the El Song Tavern right now. Was there Elven Chain for sale? What was in the Sorcerer's Sundries?
Adamantine chain shirt. That's what you have listed.
Yeah, that's what they've got in stock at the moment. Adamantine chain shirt, helm of comprehending languages, and trident of fish command.
Woo, fish command.
they're all uncommon, and they're all around the 350 GP mark. A bit more for the chain though. So yeah, you guys head back to the El Song Tavern, and I imagine you guys probably celebrate this night. Mortlock's there, Aerith and Belden the Drow are there, Fallister's waiting for you guys. Slobber
We
Chops.
tell Moloch he's now Duke.
You broke up, Ed.
Oh, yeah. The Duke.
Yeah, give him his bag of clothes and his stuffed animal and all, and say we're leaving town. If he wants to come with us, you're more than happy to. We're gonna open through the gates. You can part ways on the other side.
Yeah, I don't think he sort of looks at you, Raven. I don't think you understand how being a duke works. And yeah, as you guys know, the Vanthampur name is just completely ruined in Baldur's Gate. You wouldn't want to be associated with the Vanthampur because you rescued several people who did vow to spread the word that the Vanthampurs are no good. And also Mortlock, he did say that he just wants to leave the city. So you tell him
if he wants to come with us, I got him some clothes, and we're gonna get out through the gates. You can part ways on the other side there.
Yeah, that would be good. I don't want to stay none in here anymore. Oh, I don't know how to feel about my brothers being dead. Should be happy, but kinda not. And as for me ma, well, she already died in my heart a while ago. I heard Waterdeep's good this time of year. I might head up to there. Who knows what sort of adventure I could find. Maybe I'll be able to heist some dragons. Or head down into that undermountain.
Never knows.
Yep, the world is your oyster.
What campaign will I do? Let me see.
I've heard there's a dragon cult. There's
Actually, I don't know why I'd want to even stay on the Sword Coast after everything that's gone on in the last 3 years. There's been a death curse. There's been dragon attacks.
Now, the death curse was everywhere. You can't hold that against.
There's a bad mage. Alright, anyway. So yeah, everyone rest up. You don't quite hit level 5 yet, but you're getting pretty close. You can do some shopping, do some preparations, and we'll wrap it up here for tonight, and we'll start off next session with you guys ready to actually depart Baldur's Gate. So you guys are happy just spending a couple of days here, just pretty much getting some provisions before heading up to Candlekeep?
Yep, sounds good.
Recuperating.
Okay. All right, everyone make sure you're all fully rested. And then we'll sort out all that shopping as well. So we're not like spending game time, like just doing all this tedious maths and whatnot. And I'll see you guys next week.
Sounds good.
All right.
And
Sounds good.
also to our new players, if you guys have any questions about anything, mechanics or the story or anything at all, don't hesitate to send me a message, and anything you're not understanding or whatever, and I'll explain it to you guys.
Sounds good.
And,
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for joining as well, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.
See ya.